2. We live.
Yo, 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 it's the Xbox Ghost Kaleidoscope. Back up in this motherfucker with the DirectX show. Why this the fraud, man? And we about to get lit the fuck up. Oh, no fucking joke, man. But before we get to any of that stuff, I'm going to introduce some of my guests on the panel, know what I'm saying? Part of the DirectX show as well. Let's start off with you, Triple Cup Chuck. Yo, let everybody know where they can reach you at, man.
Man, all the way in the sky because I'm up there. Man, we're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about these games. Yeah, I know everybody want to hear about the Million Man, the $100 bill himself, the Mr. 2 F's in the air. Yeah, I know everybody want to hear about that, but we're going to get into these topics and y'all going to like it from beginning to end. Let's do this.
That's what's up, man. And also, Mr. Intro Media himself. All right, Mr. 100. Yo, introduce yourself and let people know where they can reach you at.
What's up, y'all? Y'all already know this is the Sleepy Man, 100 in the building. I'm always up. Always up. And I stay getting fucked up. So let's get with it.
Word up, man. Word up, man.
All the way up.
Matter of fact, let's get into that shit, man. Because I know there was a whole bunch of dudes on Twitter yesterday and shit, man. I decided to check Twitter for a minute, and that shit was blowing the fuck up, man. Know what I'm saying? Ponies just came running out they fucking stables and shit, and just was beating the fuck up out of Twitter and shit. And I found out why. I found out that PlayStation Network went down again. You know what I'm saying? So they wasn't playing Monster Hunter World online. They wasn't playing DBZ online. No, they was in the Twitterverse, basically talking shit. So what's up with some of the shit they was talking with, honey?
Oh, shit, man. They caught me the other night sleeping on the Bone and Dog show. I passed out. I was tired, and I was...
What did you drink, though, man? What did you drink?
Oh, man, I had I had a fifth and a half. So that means a whole fifth and a half.
Oh, yo, man.
I get straight, you know what I'm saying? My
boy, if I would have drank just a fifth alone and shit, man, I wouldn't have made it to my fucking house.
Yeah, usually a fifth. The thing about it is, dog left, and he called me the next morning. I was like, where my wallet at? I have to go outside. This is my backyard. So, I'm like, we got fucked up. But,
no doubt, man.
But, there's sometimes the world catches up to you. I'm glad everybody had fun with it. Some people, take it a little bit too far.
Yeah,
but,
basically, man.
Hey, you say somebody that took it too far?
Hey, let's just say some people is dick riders. Know what I'm saying? They just like fucking jumping on shit in order to get some views off of some drama and whatnot. Which really it wasn't no drama, dude. From what I see, your ass had a hell of a good fucking time.
Right,
man. That was the best sleep I had in 2018.
Hey,
I can imagine, bro.
Tay was round with people that was on the show. Whoever sat there and watched you sleep, they need to go get themselves checked in a mental hospital, because if you on there sleeping, I might look and say, man, look at this crazy dude here, ha ha ha. But then that's it. I ain't finna sit there and watch 8 hours to Google hang up.
Yo. They probably police about the stables and shit. Don't say their network was down. They have nothing to do.
Yeah,
man.
Watch Bounce sleep time full of that liquor.
Man, I was sitting there, I was shocked. I'm trying to go in my head like how long I was asleep on the cam. And they said I look at the camera, but I don't see it. I see Google Music, because you can switch tabs.
Yeah.
And so don't give it 2 fucks. So they was sitting there like you was trying to get up. Then I sound like at least I had common sense. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, man, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody have fun with it. The motherfuckers that took it too far, they go. I don't give 2 fucks. Like, one stop. I got something for your ass tomorrow.
One stop for ponies?
Yeah, I got something for him tomorrow. I already got it.
He did a video.
He did a video.
Man,
He did a video.
Stubby arms and shit.
Man,
he part of Xbox now.
Huh? He ain't no Xbox. He never was. He's a bum.
Man. Yeah, we just said.
Yo, I also heard that Black Bond came out his fucking closet and shit and did a video as well. Really? That motherfucker, that faggot.
Yeah. That he need to come out the closet. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't tripping. It's a bunch of people. The Jabari, the punk ass council, motherfuckers sit there making
Jay Barry? Wow.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wasn't he rolling around with the fraud at one time? What happened?
Yeah, that was his best friend.
It was, I guess, right? I guess not no more.
Look who the frauds is.
Did they have the Greatness podcast, or was it the Lameness podcast?
Right. See, that's what we be talking about. See, they be on some Fugazi shit.
Oh hell yeah, dude. Definitely be on that Fugazi shit, man. Oh, they be tripping.
Come
But
on, all
either
them
way, though,
WWE people.
let's get it. Let's drop that drama already, man. That's some petty shit, man. People be acting
Yeah.
stupid over some shit, man. We should talk about gaming. That's the real shit, man. Over here, people getting excited because they seen somebody sleeping. Really? Dude, y'all need to do something with yourselves, man. I'm more excited over Monster Hunter World and DBZ that just dropped. Them games just fucking lit the fuck up, man. Now, I know 100, you got DBZ. I decided to get Monster Hunter World, know what I'm saying? Because there could be only one, know what I'm saying? At least for this month. So what do you think about DBZ so far?
I didn't get. I'm gonna get it next week. You know
Oh,
what I'm
I
saying?
thought you had it. All right, it's all
No,
good. We all
I
played
had
the beta
I
anyway.
I played the shit out of the beta. I didn't play this from E3 to the alpha to the beta. It plays smooth. The thing about it is the matchmaking. Mega and 108, they was playing it, but it was just difficult for them to try to us play together. Like say we just want to get down together instead of getting in
Uh-huh.
that world. And System Art haven't got that shit packed down yet. For
Oh,
some
so they
reason.
don't got something where you can set up a room?
Just
It's
some crannies
clumsy.
to pull it off.
Oh,
Yes, you got to
wow.
go to the nick and cranny to pull it off. Where that net code was up the other last week, one good game, then the next game we
Nah,
like 5 frames per second. Like I don't even want to play this shit no more.
dude, that shit last week had me pissed. All right, pissed. All right, because I tried it on Saturday, and I couldn't get into one room. I was telling J Long and shit. Shout outs to J Long in the same room. Like, yo, this shit convinced me not to get this motherfucking game. All right, that's what the fuck this is. This shit is fucking doing with the beta. I actually got into the game on Sunday morning. Sunday morning, I played the training mode, dope. Tried to get into a match, it kept kicking me out. I'm like, what? I was like, my internet is good. I went, I checked my internet, know what I'm saying, making sure everything's right. Know what I'm saying? The NAT code was open, but yet I couldn't get into a match. I'm like, oh. I was like, you know what, man, fuck this game. I'm gonna go play Injustice.
Yeah,
Uh,
Arc System need to do something with that. They need to do something big time with that
Yeah.
shit.
That's what I'm saying, is that they're not used to
Ain't happened-
doing
ain't-
big games
ain't
like
happened to
that has multiplayer. Know what I'm saying? They're used to doing small niche titles. Know what I'm saying? Because their niche titles don't sell that much, man. I mean, they talk about you got Guilty Gear exclusive on the PlayStation. That shit sells 50,000. Come on, man. Them shits ain't even pulling in numbers. I don't know how the fuck they keep putting out games. So who knows, man? This one is definitely selling though. Because like half my friends list is playing DBZ, the other half is playing Monster Hunter World. Did you get to try out the beta Triple Cup?
Yeah, I tried it out, man. That was the most craziest beta in history. I went through the same problems too, like everybody. You get into the game, you're like, okay, now where do I got to go at to fight? You walk around the little thing, you get to the top, you select for a fight, and it just searching. I mean, it searched for so long until you think something wrong, so you cancel, you go back in. It took me like 30 minutes to find a fight, and when it finally found a fight, I get into the fight, and I get kicked off the game, or kicked off the server.
Oh
So now,
wow.
yeah, I was highly pissed. But I said, okay, I know that's how you fight. Get into a fight, you get into a fight. It's like, okay, this game fun. This game is fun.
Mhm.
I'm button mashing, but it's a fun. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to get a little technique. And then you know what I'm saying, shout out to Lady Infamous. She had hit me up and say, look, while you waiting on a match, go to practice.
Yeah.
I was like, that's amazing because what I'm saying, at least you get to keep yourself preoccupied instead of driving yourself crazy going in circles. But I like the game, but for me, Dragon Ball Fighters, that's a game. I mean, the way from what I've seen, and I guess because of the taste left in my mouth, that's a game I rather purchase when it hit $30. You know what I'm saying? Drop down the price a little bit. Sometimes them alphas and betas, what I'm saying, kind of hurt games because I was highly
Yeah.
anticipating that I still want it, but I'm not as enthused for it no more as I was before I got the chance to play the beta. And with the Monster Hunter, I wasn't too in the know about it. It kind of looked like Ark, so I kind of like overlooked this one. I never really did play the old ones, but everybody I'm looking at, they talking about Monster Hunter is the truth. So I'm gonna have to roll with the crowd. So I might end up getting that if everybody keep talking number good praise about it.
Yeah, dude. And the co-op is fucking phenomenal, bro. Definitely, man, because it's 4-player co-op, and you're gonna want
Yeah,
a group. You're gonna want a party in order to take on the bigger monsters. Little ones you could actually handle yourself, and they made it like highly intuitive. Like it's a RPG, So Bone will probably get a kick out of this shit. Some deep RPG elements and whatnot, but at the same time, it's not that hard to grasp. You know what I'm saying? So even people that, let's say, RPG noobs, they'll be able to grasp what's going on. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of things and a whole bunch of perks that you can add to the different weapons. You're going to basically use the blacksmith as the main go-to guy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the guy that's going to fucking level up your armor and shit with the materials that you harvest from the monsters that you actually down. You know what I'm saying? And graphically, yo, it's pretty sweet, man. This guy can't front. I got my character looking like that boss dude with the skull and fucking Rise Son of Rome and shit. And I'm actually enjoying the shit out of the title. Fucking Hebot got it last night. So I was walking Hebot through a couple of the first things at the beginning of the story. And then from there, he'll eventually get to where I'm at. So what are your thoughts on Monster Hunter, Bone?
Yeah, like I like it. I want to play it, but like what me and Meg was saying, like I'm stuck in Final Fantasy. I'm stuck in like I got a bunch of games and I just don't want to buy them, and then I'm not doing them justice. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do it justice. And PUBG's got my damn life. I gotta play PUBG every damn night. And then when somebody see you on PUBG, the party started interrupting, and we got like 5 groups of people playing PUBG. We telling them go start your own party. You know what I'm saying? But it gets crazy like that. That took over my life because it's like that. I don't know. It's a simple base game, but it's hard at the same time. They hit it. They hit it just right. But I want Monster. I'm not putting it down. It looks great. I don't mind swinging and dodging. I understand from the other Monster Hunter because I never played Monster Hunter before. I heard that this one is more for someone that can come in and can play.
Yeah, the combos, you could actually do some long ass combos. I actually tried 3 different weapons today. I had actually had the insect. Some shit is basically like a double-edged lance and shit. So with that shit, I could actually like do like basically like Star Killer in Star Wars, The Force Unleashed, the way he be dodging in the air. I could do that shit in the air. I could actually plant that lance into the ground and launch my character into the air and go forward like, Star Killer and freaking The Force Unleashed. And then from there, I got, different options on how I want to attack the dudes on the ground. And then I also tried the bow and arrow combo and shit. That shit, you could actually throw like a mortar shell. Launch this big ass arrow into the sky and shit, and a whole bunch of fucking rocks start falling on the creature and shit. Basically like a mortar shell. I could charge up the shots for the arrow, do quick dodges, shoot 3 arrows at the same time. I mean, there's a whole bunch of deep things, and that's just 2 of the weapons, man. You know what I'm saying? There's this other weapon that's fucking a shield and a sword, and the shield got blades on the tips around it, and the sword that you got, you could actually connect the shield and the sword together and make it into a giant fucking axe. All right, that shit is sick. I was actually messing with that shit earlier. So the mechanics for the weapons are deep as hell. All right. You know what I'm saying? And if you got a party with everybody like sporting a different weapon or a different loadout, that shit is going to be sick, man. Especially if you go up in there with some souped up armor that you made at the blacksmith with the stuff you cultivated. That game is on some shit, yo. And I'm glad Capcom is like the first one to deliver the first masterpiece of the year is by Capcom. You know what I'm saying? It's not by Arc System Works, yo. You know what I'm saying? Because they need to fix the netcode and all that. But hopefully this won't be like Street Fighter, right?
Yeah, no, because like I said, I want to play through the story of Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball Z. I want to play through the story. You know what I'm saying? I want to see who's Android 20. What's her 20 through 22?
Android 21.
21. I'm like, how do you skip 20 and what happened to 20 and the rest of them? But
I know, right?
So, you know what I'm saying? But it looks great. It looks beautiful. I get that to it. It looks, I mean,
dude, it is the best looking Arc System Works game ever. And I remember, what was it, Jay Barry, or I forgot who it was. You know what I'm saying? Over there on the PlayStation Nation, wherever the fuck they from, or whatever cave they came out of. But they had said that fucking Guilty Gear could never run on an Xbox One. Yet we have Dragon Ball Fighter Z that looks light years ahead of Guilty Gear running on the Xbox One and the Xbox One X. So what do you guys think about that shit, yo? Do you think that people was like right about the shit that fucking Guilty Gear could never run on the Xbox, or they was full of shit?
Man, Guilty Gear can run on Xbox. Guilty. I love me some Guilty Gear,
Man,
but
Guilty Gear
everybody,
can run on the fucking Switch, people.
man, yeah, yep, and it should be. Hey, Nintendo Nation, y'all need to ask for that shit. Get y'all some Guilty Gear. You know what I'm saying? It's a side scroll fighting game. It's nothing. These Dragon Ball, you can actually see it'll turn to like 3D, especially like you hit them with a fin. Because people don't understand.
Yeah, dude. And the shading,
combat,
the anime shading on the characters, that shit is dope.
Yeah, they say the combat is. They say the combat is easy, but it's, you know what I say it's just it's, you know, what's that?
It's easy to get into, but hard to master.
You get to master because you can't. Like I say, people on the net, you know when, you know what I'm saying, with Gay Barry over there was talking shit when I had made my video about it, and I was in the practice zone because I couldn't get into a match. I wish I could record matches, couldn't get in one. So I'm just doing this and I'm pulling off moves. And some people's like, yeah, that shit is cool in a motherfucker. But you know, it is what it is. Let the hate come. Yeah,
no doubt, man. Now, there's been a lot of things popping off lately. Kano actually had mentioned something this morning. What was it that Kano mentioned this morning on Triple Cup?
I mean, to be honest with you, we was running about so much stuff that's just pinpoint something. It'd be hard for me to pinpoint what. All
right. No, I feel you.
Yeah, hey, but I got a quick question for you before we hop into the next topic. All right. Since I know Bone, I know he's been in the Sea of Thieves, Alpha, Beta, Omega, and all this other good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else wasn't blessed to have the opportunity. Now they have an opportunity where they have a closed beta for people to be able to join. But how will people be on what the person would have to do to be able to join the beta?
Okay. So what do they have to do?
And Bone on mute.
Bones on mute, you said?
Yeah. Well.
Oh, well.
You know anything about it?
Nah, dude. It's like I've been playing so much fucking Monster Hunter and Destiny 2 lately. I just haven't had the time, man. My cousin asked me about it this morning and she's like, yo, did you play Sea of Thieves, the beta? I was like, nah, bro. I was like, I'm playing too much other shit right now and shit. I ain't got time for a beta. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sure I really want to try it out, though. I can't front. You know what I'm saying? That might be the next masterpiece of the year. You know what I'm saying? Is actually online multiplayer. Now, actually, a topic that I actually want to broach, though, is the stuff with Epic Games. Epic Games actually purchasing CloudGen, which is, you know, the studio that developed the cloud technology that the multiplayer for Crackdown 3 is going to be running on. Now, somebody told me like, oh, yeah, but you don't know if that technology is sound. I was like, then why the fuck did Epic make the investment? All right. You know what I'm saying? It's like Epic made the investment because they saw the technology. A lot of these developers are privy to information that, that we as gamers aren't privy to. You know what I'm saying? For example, did Remedy not actually see Uncharted 4 but before it actually got released? Of course they did, because Naughty Dog invited them over to their studio. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure before Epic decided to pull the trigger, you know what I'm saying? Pun intended, on freaking buying CloudGen is because they saw the tech and they saw how the multiplayer was working on Crackdown 3. All right? Now, they haven't showed any of the multiplayer, so people keep pointing that shit out. Oh, how come they ain't showing the multiplayer? Son, because when they do show it, it's going to blow your fucking minds. Now, what are your thoughts on, Epic purchasing CloudGen and whatnot? Do you think it'll actually help their games in the future?
I mean, if you look at it with the whole purchase, it's like they know its potential. Like anytime you have a developer or a company when they get the opportunity to actually dive into it and see exactly what it is, things that we probably would never know, that they say, damn, this would be an excellent investment. So they're letting people. And when we see stuff like that, like you were saying, people like us, we should just automatically know that, okay, if they purchasing it, it can't be piss water or garbage, because who will even take a second look at it? So if they're doing that, it's for a cause, it's for a reason. So I'm thinking it's gonna be something nice. And with the Crackdown, I mean, people gonna talk until it come out. And when they come out, they're gonna talk some more. So whatever opponents say, opponent gonna do. So I ain't really worried about that. You know what I'm saying? I know it's gonna be a good game. When I get the chance to play it, I'm gonna enjoy it. I ain't gonna worry about none of that background noise because there ain't nothing but a couple of them. Everybody else, you know what I'm saying? They want to see what it's about too. They just don't know how to talk.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is, man. I feel you, man. Now, I think it'll actually help them in the long run because they got that game Fortnite running on it. And, basically that big, I guess the next online multiplayer sensation besides PUBG. You know what I'm saying? And congrats to PUBG. You know what I'm saying? And the people at Bluehole and Microsoft, that game, pulled in 4 million already? It sold 4 million copies. And this is a game preview. It's only on game preview, yo. And they sold 4 million copies, yo. Can you imagine what they'll sell with a finished game? Shit. What do you think about that, bro?
Man, that's amazing. That's amazing. I mean, if they selling like 4 million, I mean, I seen it coming because of how it was just a juggernaut on a PC and everybody on the console was itching to get their hands on it. Before Xbox knew that they was gonna get it, before PlayStation knew Xbox was gonna get it, we was like, that's a cool game. I want to play this game when it was just on the PC. Now that it's on the Xbox, you was hearing a lot of people saying, "Oh, that game there, it ain't gonna last long. It's just some old people gonna overlook it. Nobody gonna want to play it." But right here, right now, that's the hottest thing alive, and people gonna play it. And then it's all about the word of mouth. That's the best way of selling. Somebody playing it, you looking on your friends list. Like right now, I see so many people on Monster Hunter. It's ridiculous. That stuff like that make you want to say, I might purchase this game. I want to see what it's about. I want to see what the hype is, what people playing. So it could be a casual person that's, what I'm saying, just got a little bit of knowledge. He playing the game, but he's seeing all his friends playing Monster Hunter. He'll want to purchase that. So that phenomenon PUBG was, everybody was like, damn, they playing PUBG. Everybody playing PUBG. Let me see what this game about. And boom, that's when that 1.5 million shot all the way up to 4 million. And it's still going to climb.
Oh, definitely, man. It's a blockbuster hit, bro. It's like, what game has sold 4 million copies within the last couple of months on console? You know what I'm saying?
And then that's
a lot of people ended. Yeah, and then a lot of people sitting there like, well, it's gonna eventually come on PlayStation. What about like 3-4 years after the fact? Because I'm gonna put this right now.
They would have missed the bus. They would have missed the bus, yo.
Yeah, because PUBG is on Azure servers. Sony, they man, if it wasn't for Minecraft bringing in that money, I don't know what Sony going to do. You already got one game. You got Minecraft on Microsoft servers.
Yeah.
Think they want to have another one? Come on, look how Sony playing it. They don't even want to do the cross-platform shit.
I know, and that's just asinine because I thought they was for the gamers.
So I don't think they want to do it. Where's the greatness? So my thing is, I think if Microsoft is sitting there like, okay, we're publishing this game, Microsoft is treating this game like it's a AAA title, and I think Bluehole is respecting that. And when every time they ask somebody from Bluehole about it, they was like, right now, is it an Xbox exclusive, console exclusive? They're paying for exclusives. So when Microsoft decide to say, I don't want to do it, they might even get a dumbed down game. The time they get it.
They're just gonna get a too late game. That's what they're gonna get.
Because I don't think Microsoft, Microsoft might be sitting there like, you know what? As long as it's bringing in the numbers, we don't mind paying for it. It's gonna bring it.
That's not cool though, because it's like, it's like the multiplayer sensation right now that's like striking the nation. Know what I'm saying? So you want to get on it now. You know what I'm saying? Not fucking a year or two after the fact, when the fucking craze already died down.
Look at Tomb Raider. What we do with Tomb Raider? People got mad because it was a time exclusive. They got it a year afterwards. How many videos and shit we showed about Tomb Raider? We spoiled Tomb Raider in the first month. You got to do everything. Somebody went, you expect that to sell them. That's why I would have got that. What you call it? Like, you expect that shit to sell? I got this shit for a whole year. You think my Xbox Nation not going to show all this shit? You got all these enthusiast bots gonna sit here and throw it in PlayStation Nation face. That's why I would have came to them like, why you talked? And people don't understand. They had to give some money back for what he said. Because he probably broke an NDA. That's just like when I was playing Sea of Thieves and I really got into Sea of Thieves and I started hooking up. No, I will get penalized for that. I will get banned for a whole lot. Trust me, they broke some NDAs and nobody want to talk about that shit. So when you break that NDA as a business, you don't get, you know what? You don't get no royalties for 6 months.
Exactly, man.
We don't get our money back.
Exactly. True that. True that. Because those NDAs, yo, they mean business, man. Anybody on YouTube knows. All right. Because they've been getting slapped with
Mhm.
freaking banned and whatnot in '09.
And then you get blacklisted where you want to try to get into other alphas and other betas. You will get blacklisted.
Yeah, that's
I
another
talked
thing.
it to a certain. Now you got to sometimes you got to read into the NDA. Can you how much can you talk about it? Like I didn't tell
Exactly.
you about game, but I tell you about water systems and stuff like that. I didn't break the whole game down to you. Now I can talk with his friends, but I'm not making YouTube videos breaking it down. I'm not showing you screen captures or none of that. I can talk.
Hmm. True that. True that. Matter of fact, let's look at the games that's coming out, man. We got within like the next month or so, actually in 2 months, we got Sea of Thieves. You know what I'm saying? The next multiplayer sensation. All right. So PUBG already came out. Now we got Sea of Thieves coming up. And I think it's gonna light the nation up, yo. I mean, people aren't ready for Sea of Thieves, yo. What do you guys think about that? Let's start off with you, 100, since you took a chill pill a little while back.
Yeah, no. This is what I think about Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves, you have to play it. And Xbox Nation called me crazy in the motherfucker. Some people gonna like it, some people's not. To me, it's a party game. It's something how, like Jay Long perfectly. Jay Long was on the fence.
Hmm.
Like, man, Jay Long played with us one night. He was like, man, I'm getting this day one
Yeah.
because you saw the interaction to it. You can stream it. You know what I'm saying? We streamed it the other night where it was I think it was Lady, Tax, Livewire, Lady Tax, Livewire, and Flip. I was
All
the odd
right.
man out. So what I decided to do is do a solo mission. I went on Mixer. We made an all three co-stream. I tried to sell the whole damn see how big the seat was. And you can see all three of us. You can hear all our gameplay. You can hear everything going on.
Oh, that's what's
You
up.
can hear the chaos. That's what's special about the game. You know what I'm saying? You feel the passion. You know what I'm saying? She was on the fence until, I played it by myself, but you know me, I can ad lib. I was at the bartender. I'm trying to get at the bartender for like 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Where you get that tattoo from? So that's just me ad living and having fun. But when you get this, that's going to be a streaming dream. Look what it did. It was number one on Mixer and number one on Twitch.
Wow.
It beat Dota.
And the game hasn't released.
No, this is a beta. So you got two
Wow.
games. You got a gaming game preview that stays in the top 5 on Twitch and on Mixer. I don't know about YouTube because YouTube don't show the stats like that. And then you got another game that's in the beta that's up in the top 3.
Yeah,
And this is
there's a
beta.
lot of YouTube videos on PUBG. So yeah, I think it's pretty high up on YouTube as well.
So you got the, but they say Xbox ain't got no games. I heard somebody even made a petition. We won't Sea of Thieves. It ain't nowhere in blue hell you gonna get it. Go buy Xbox.
Wait. They want to see it these for what platform? For PlayStation?
Yeah. I heard they
Oh
taking
my
a dumb
God.
ass on petition.org. You know what I'm saying? Petition.org is not for video games. Petition.org is for serious things, trying to change, things in your, your state, your city, your neighborhood. The motherfucker ain't meant for no video game. You see another petition for God of War? Hell no. You see me
Wow.
petitioning for a Hellblade? No.
I
Hellblade
know.
comes on.
What is up with the
I know
PlayStation community though that they can't constantly do petitions to have Xbox games, but yet you don't see the reverse. You don't see, Xbox heads, right, or Xbox whatever, making petitions to have Horizon Zero Dawn come on over.
Hey, I could
And Strawberry.
tell you why.
Strawberry, let me get at you right real quick. You said Microsoft gave them free streaming codes. Bullshit. Half these people
Free streaming codes.
for one is anybody can get in the beta. For one is you can go pre-order this motherfucker right now and cancel your pre-order and get into the beta. Bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Before you come in the live chat, get your facts together. Before I send my man 108 on your ass to give you the facts.
Mm-hmm.
What was you gonna say, Triple Cup?
Yeah, forgot. But I know but the beta, I'm finna get inside that beta too, man. I'm looking so forward to Sea of Thieves. That is ridiculous. Oh, I remember now. Okay, when you were saying about they having all these petitions on the PlayStation to get these Xbox games, but the Xbox is not having no petitions to get these PlayStation games. Now, check out this here core fact about what's missing. See, these people that's doing it on the PlayStation, They are not PlayStation gamers. They came from the 360. Hearing this good stuff about this PlayStation, went to the PlayStation, got that motherfucking PlayStation, started playing it, started looking for the games, and they start seeing the games that they are used to, and they will when they want to play, they like, I wanted. That's the type of game I wanted. Y'all tricked me. Y'all don't have this game here. I know the story-based game. Cool, I play them too. But man, I want to play a game like Sea of Thieves. You know, their whole community thing is missing over there. And all them 360 gamers, they will be coming home soon.
Yeah, they will. Actually, I agree with you 100% on that, man. I can't front because don't get me wrong, single player based games are good, but they're basically one and done. Once you're done with it, what you gonna do with it, man? Go back and run to GameStop to sell that shit again. Like that, you get some money back. Know what I'm saying? Right. Meanwhile, you get something like Sea of Thieves or Halo 5. You know what I'm saying? And you're fucking playing that shit for years on end. Shit to it. They keep adding DLC. And guess what? It's free of fucking charge, people. You don't have to pay fucking $50 and shit like you do for Battlefield or fucking Call of Duty in order to get all the content. All you have to do is just log in. Guess what? The shit is there.
Yep.
What do you guys think about that shit, man? It's like I say it's because they have no legs, man. Do you agree with that, Bone?
Yeah, I mean, you know, unless the game is epic, you know what I'm saying? Like Tomb Raider, that's the thing, but you know what? It gives you incentives to go back because you're not gonna get all them tombs.
Oh,
and somebody want
100%. But see, those are games with replay value. After you finished Uncharted 4, is there any reason to go back?
Ain't nobody playing that raggedy ass multiplayer that they stole from Gears of War 4.
I know, man. That shit is, oh my gosh.
Nobody ain't playing that shit. But then they talking about nobody bought Gears. Yeah, motherfucker. Man, Halo and Gears. Big man. I think we had game night last week, and it was Halo. Nobody had no problems getting in no game. Nobody getting no problems in Warzone. You know what I'm saying? None of that. It was filled. They was going in on each other. You know what I'm saying? You know, they don't understand. They're the single. I think they're the single player society, and we single player. We want to interact.
It seems like they're a bunch of hermits over there, right?
Man, yeah, they let them be hermits.
It's like I mean, it's serious. It's like think about a lot of the games they're playing. It's like they like Assassin's Creed Origins came out. You know what I'm saying? I have a friend of mine that actually played Assassin's Creed Origins. He finished it. He was like, yo, it's like 100 hours, man. I was like, what you gonna play next? He's like, I bought the Ezio collection. I was like, word? I was like, yo, you ain't get Dragon Ball? Monster Hunter? Nah. It's like, why not? It's like, them games is yo, you're gonna be playing the Ezio collection for like 6 months. He was like, nah, that's what I wanted to play and shit. I was like, all right, whatever. Even though he came to my crib earlier today to check out Monster Hunter World. And he was like, yo, that shit is dope. He was like, hold on, man, let me see if I can order it from my phone. I was like, all right. It's like, dude, it's like they like playing by themselves, man. But once they realize, yo, that there's some good ass multiplayer games out there, they want to jump on it, man. Because a few of them play Destiny. You know what I'm saying? Destiny is multiplayer. Call of Duty, isn't it selling like crazy on the PlayStation? Same thing with Battlefield 1. It's like those are multiplayer games and whatnot, and yet they're asking for Halo. Tell Sony to make fucking a good ass Killzone. Oh no, I guess they fucked that up 4 times. All right, well, scratch that. You know what I'm saying? Tell Sony to have a third party do them a fucking first person shooter. Man. Because they want to talk about exclusives, but yet Sony is like doing only one type of exclusive. Single player games. Where's their first person shooter at?
They give your ass a $60 Telltale's game in Detroit.
Now, basically, dude.
It is a Telltale's game. I'd rather pay $25 for a cell shaded, and then with a great story, pay $60 for real. There's no replay value of that. You're gonna go through that shit one time. You're gonna go try to get all them raggedy ass trophies. I got a platinum. Who gives 2 fucks?
Dude, they act like it's an actual physical trophy, yo. You know what I'm saying? Right. Now, at least in the Xbox, at least in the Xbox ecosystem, they're achievements, gamer points. All right, so that's how people get their gamer points up from, like, let's say 10,000 to 100K, 150K, 200K, or even people like Randall Thor, the man with 1 million. You know what I'm saying? You actually get gamer achievement points. You know what I'm saying? And then some achievement points are worth more than others. Like the averages are between 5 and 20 points, but then you get certain achievements that are like 80 points. All right,
some
so
of them
once it's
big
80
boy.
points, you know you had to go through some shit in order to get that achievement for 80 points.
And some
On the
of them hit.
PlayStation, it's just another trophy. It's like, all right, so you went through all that bullshit and you got another fucking trophy that you had before. Really? Dude, where's the achievement in that? Oh, but that's right. Sony tried to copy off of what Microsoft did and shit, and they couldn't ape achievements because they would have gotten sued out their ass. So they was like, oh, well, let's get them trophies. Imaginary trophies, because you ain't getting a real trophy, people. Sorry.
Yeah,
All right, so
yeah.
what do you think about all that? As a matter of fact, Hebot, that's you right there, yo, Hebot, man. Introduce yourself to everybody, yo.
Vaya, señoras y señores, we're back. Sorry, I'm a little late. It's your boy Hebot. Just wondering what you guys are talking about. It sounds like you're having a heated conversation already. But there's a lot of things going on in the community and gaming. More good than bad. So hopefully, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a lot of things to talk about. Triple Cup and my man 100. What's going on, my brothers?
What's
Nice
good
to
with
see you here. And I hope I hope we can clarify a lot of things because there's a lot of crying and damage controlling and people about to commit suicide over here in the Xbox community with the things that are going on. So yeah. What was you talking about, by the way?
Actually, we was talking about a few things, man. We was talking about, first of all, PUBG sold over 4 million copies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Big multiplayer sensation right now, the strike in the nation. All right. And the next multiplayer sensation we know is going to be Sea of Thieves. You know what I'm saying? It's like #1 on Mixer, on Twitch. And the game is in beta. It hasn't even come the fuck out yet. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll get into the other stuff later. But what are your thoughts on that?
Well, PUBG, I think that might have been part of the deal that they said to Bluehole, right? That's what they're called, the guys?
Yeah,
the developers?
The Bluehole.
Right. Okay. I think that probably was part of the reason, part of the marketing deal that they probably had to make sure that to get the game continuously being having the hype, right? For them to keep announcing numbers. Because Microsoft doesn't really announce the numbers. They haven't done that in a really long time.
Nah.
For a lot of things, even if it's successful, they just don't do it. Except the MPD.
Well, yeah, because they're not really down with that petty shit. But numbers don't mean shit.
I mean, they don't mean stuff, but there are bragging rights. But they don't think they even care. They're not trying to be bragging by. I don't think for them they feel like they're proving something by bragging. I think they want just the community numbers, how people are still, socially
how people are
involved
interacting with the game.
Right. I think that's more important to them and makes them prouder about their ecosystem and what they offer with Xbox, for example, and on Xbox Live, than it is about saying, oh, we sold this much. Because Halo, everybody knows, did well.
Yeah.
But the only time they can mention numbers is basically through MPD because that's a mandatory thing. MPD themselves mention the numbers. So they just say, yeah, congrats for Sony if they won or Nintendo or if they won. So it makes sense. That's why they do that. But I think that's probably part of the deal because if you notice when it was on PC, that's what Bluehole kept doing when it's on PC. They kept saying, oh, we have 3 million players. We have 8 million players. We have 15 million players. We have 30 million players. So I think that's just part of the strategy, which is good because at least
it keeps the hype going.
You see that the hype, right, the hype is also there, but now it's on console, not just PC, which is a great thing. It's a good thing. Obviously, because it's 2 different demographics, 2 different platforms. Plus, I also think maybe part of it is that I think Microsoft, now that they got some of that bravado back with the Xbox One X, because they know it's a powerful console, they know they're getting good feedback from most places, they know it's the real deal, and that is showing what it can do when done right with developers by what you see on screen. I think there's maybe if we do show some of that bravado and that we're proud of what we're doing, what's going on, and fight back with maybe some of that bragging, quote unquote, that maybe people slack off and give them a little bit more respect for what's going on, which is good because today I think Aaron Greenberg put out thank you to everyone that made Forza, Cuphead, and PUBG a big success over the holidays and last year, and now it looks like it's going to continue with Sea of Thieves. To that extent, that's kind of the way he worded it. And next, State of Decay 2, which means that they're going to announce State of Decay 2 probably really soon, and it's going to have a release date, which is cool. I think it's good. So Sea of Thieves, I guess because it's only been what 2-3 days that I got kind of the permission for everybody to stream it and tweet and mix it. It's already on number 3, right? I think.
No, it went to 1.
It went to number 1. Oh wow. That's good. That's a good thing. I mean, that shows that people are either curious and very interested, or that, you know, or it's just maybe because, you know, they were waiting all that time, anticipating to show it and stream it to see how people like it and show how the game works. And, you know, and they, you know, that's why everybody's on it right now, because for what I'm hearing,
Or it could be just that damn good.
right? Or it could be just that damn good. Exactly. All I'm hearing, most people that are playing it, even and streamers, what I'm hearing so far is that they're loving it. They think it's really good. It's a lot of fun, especially when you're playing with a bunch of friends. They say the game is just a lot of fun. And that's good, because if it's a lot of fun, then that's what counts, right? Because that's going to keep people going back to it.
The engagement,
going back to it. Right, the engagement. They're going to keep people wanting to play it. And we still don't have all the details of everything that's going to be available in the game. So once we get that, and they're kind of like their outlook plan of what they're going to have for the next 1 or 2 years, because I'm pretty sure they're going to continue to add more, you know, little islands and probably other types of ships and weapons, probably even the ability to fight maybe I don't know, maybe like a kraken or different types of sea monsters.
Yo, I think they're in there, bro. It's just they're waiting.
They're probably in there. Yeah, we don't know. I'm just saying, like, you know, we will probably see that as it keeps continuing to grow. But I can see the game being successful in that sense, and not dying out, because the most important word that you keep hearing everybody say is the game is a lot of fun when you're playing it with your friends. And the only reason they're not saying that it's fun by yourself, what I keep hearing, is because they say it's too hard because you have too much task that you got to take over by yourself. Meaning,
exactly,
you got to pull down the anchor, you got to manage driving the ship, put the planks if there's a hole in the ship, get the map.
Yeah, you can't do that by yourself, bro. It's like a regular ship. It's like a regular ship.
Hey, so how you getting the beta?
Well, I just got in the beta. Hey, Forever, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yo, what's up, Sega Forever? Yo, introduce yourself real quick to everybody on the panel.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Xbox Following Channel, man. I'm Sega Forever. Good to be here. Sorry, it's been a while. But I'm checking you guys out online, so I just decided I'd do a bit of jump in with y'all. So good to be here.
No need. Yeah. You part of this family. You know that. We don't gotta tell you. So that just so Forever can have his chance and his thoughts. I think it's gonna be good, man. I think it's gonna be even if it's successful, let's say for a year. At least it served its purpose, because not every game has that long-lasting staying power, like let's say a Counter-Strike that people still play that shit today, or
I know, dude,
or World of Warcraft. Those are what you call phenomenons.
Yeah.
They happen once in a blue moon. That's why you can count them with your fingers. Of them, you know what I mean?
Actually, and on your fingers, you could actually put in Halo, because Halo they still play like a motherfucker.
And Halo, right?
GTA.
And GTA.
Yo, that's another one. Yup.
That's 5 years strong.
Phenomenal.
League of Legends, right? Yeah, those are phenomenal, because those shit don't happen. There's like 5, maybe 6 of them. So that's a good thing, man. Anything that's positive on any game for any platform or any console is good. Period. That's why I don't understand why so much hate when it pertains to success or what looks to be a success or possible success when it comes to Microsoft. This just don't make no sense to me. That's just stupid.
So what about putting Sea of Thieves inside the Game Pass? You think that's a good move, or are they gonna get talked about that too?
See, if I start talking about Game Pass, I'm gonna take a while, because I think Game Pass.
We'll get into Game Pass in a little bit, though, man.
But I'll answer.
I had just got curious, man.
Well, look, okay, I'll give you a little brief thought, only pertaining to Sea of Thieves about Game Pass. I just think they made Sea of Thieves a hell of a lot more appealing to all those that were on the fence.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And for all those that were skeptical about even going out and paying the $60. You see what I'm saying? Game Pass, what it does is it gives you a venue to everyone, the hardcore, the casual, and the in-betweens, to come over, get Game Pass, try it out, and figure out for themselves, listen, I like this game. This game is the truth. And most gamers, any real gamer, like ownership. We like to own games that we love. We'll go out and buy it. And the casuals that like it will go out and buy it. Whether it's on Game Pass, because they're not going to be like, you know what? I'm going to be paying the $120 on Game Pass for the whole year when I could just get the game for $60.
Some people just mad. Some people just mad, which it ain't bad.
I know, but I'll explain why I'm saying that. Most people are going to be like, well, I'm going to pay $120 for the whole year as opposed to getting $60 and keeping the game forever, right? But in what you just said, Kaleidoscope, there are some people that maybe that $10 a month is an easier way for them to have the games because of their economic stature. Maybe they can't
Netflix
afford
of gaming, bro.
Right. They can't afford to go out and buy all the movies or all the games. So by having that accessibility for only $10 with over 150 games, it's a fucking godsend to them. It's like, wow, this is amazing.
As a matter of fact, it's a move that's strictly for what? For the gamers, bro.
Yeah, for the gamers. It's just a very good option. But again, we'll get into
people could be like, for the people that ain't that interested in gaming, but they game here and there. They say, oh, $10 a month for this here. I mean, that may help introduce them becoming more of a gamer because they getting all these games and they being able to have the opportunity to try all these different genres of games. So that's good on that behalf. So you can have that. And then just the whole thing of them putting up the big AAA blockbuster games in there now. That's gonna make them more intriguing to the hardcore because they're like, okay, I'm a get Sea of Thieves, so I might as well just get the Game Pass because they got a couple games here and there. It's not the big games; it's the small games that you will overlook. But since they're free in Game Pass, you be like, let me try this out, and then you might, bam, I found me a fire game,
a gem.
Yeah, a gem. That's worth $10.
That's why I said
you want treasure hunting inside of a game, searching for a game. So that's like
that's why I said Triple Cup to add to what you just said. It just brought awareness to a game that more than likely, if it was only going to sell 500,000 copies on day one, now it has the potential to sell 5 million copies by Game Pass awareness. You see what I'm trying to say?
Right.
And if 500,000 people bought the game at $65,
not actually selling 500 million copies, yo, but the level of engagement to the people accessing that game through Game Pass.
Right. But I'm saying, like, put it like this: if 500,000 people bought the game, right, at $65,
and then you got 4 million people playing it through Game Pass,
right, you're still making a bigger bulk of money, charging less, but getting more people to go and try it because it's so appealing because it's less money. And get this: the beauty of it is, if they like the game, they still have the option to go buy the game physical and ownership if they ever take it out of the Game Pass. Yeah. And they don't want to continue it. It's like when you watch a movie. You watch a movie in the theater, online, and then when it comes out on DVD, you go and buy it. When you really like the movie, you don't just say, I'm not buying it. You want it in your collection, in your library. It is what it is. It's another way. Like I said, when we get to the Game Pass, I'm gonna break down a lot of shit because I got
since we already in Game Pass though, you know what I'm saying? So I'm actually we'll get back to you, Hebot, as far as Game Pass.
No problem.
But Microsoft is doing something ingenious, yo. That's why I keep bringing up Netflix. Because what did Netflix do? They started coming out with original content, right? Original content to give you more of a motive in order to get Netflix. You know what I'm saying? They're just not streaming movies. There's a whole bunch of streaming services. We know this. All right. But Netflix went out of their way to create original content. All right. Now, Game Pass, there was a whole bunch of games on there already. You know what I'm saying? You know, some older Xbox titles, triple third parties, triple plats. You know what I'm saying? You have some Japanese games on there, you know, the whole nine. But now they're going to put, like, the minute a game drops brand new on the Xbox console, you know what I'm saying? It's also going to be on Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? That's just more options for the gamers. Now, Sega Forever, you just came up in here. What are some of your thoughts on the Game Pass?
For the Game Pass, man, I think it's a good idea. Anything that's going to give people options, I'm always for. So I know a lot of people have problems with it. They've been complaining about it. Most of those guys to me are haters. Probably don't even own an Xbox anyway. I mean, I've had Game Pass ever since it came out. And like you said, there's a lot of similarities with Netflix. I won't go as far as to say it's exactly like it.
No.
But when Phil Spencer came out with the news this week, man, that was pretty huge. it's a step in the right direction, man. Because like you're talking about,
Yeah.
I used to utilize Netflix back when it was only on disc, man. I actually canceled my subscription because it's really bad. But over time, man, Netflix has, you know, they've changed, they've adapted, and they've become bigger and better, man. Like now, what Netflix does, that I hope Microsoft does, is Netflix actually makes original content, not just in the U.S., man, but overseas in Japan and Korea. I watch a lot of Asian cinema. That's right. That's why. So they're actually doing original content with those countries.
Yeah,
So if Microsoft wants to, the potential is there, is what I'm trying to say, for them to do that. And with them adding day one games like this, that's to me that's a good sign.
Can you imagine them actually streaming some brand new games from Japan? You know what I'm saying? Day one on Game Pass.
Well, you heard what Phil said, man. He's been working on this, and everything that Phil said over the last 2 years has come true, man. We have the most powerful console right now, right? And then the next step is going to be E3 with everybody's complaining about AAA titles and single player games. But I don't care about any of that stuff, dude, because I like this system since it launched. I've never had a problem with the Xbox One ever. So if I get that kind of stuff, it's good for me, man. But I'll still be playing my games. But I mean, if they continue to do this like he's been doing, man, it's going to be huge. I hope it is. Yeah. Man. Like I said, the potential is there, man, and I think this is like a good step that they're doing. I don't share the negativity that a lot of people have about this.
It shouldn't really be negativity because look, it's basically they basically one-upped EA Access. All right, because EA Access, you know, they give it to you 6 months after the fact. You know what I'm saying? But you will get it eventually. It'll go in the vault, and it was $30 a year, and they was making a killing. A lot of people I know on Xbox have EA Access. You know what I'm saying? Because people love sports titles. They love their Maddens. They love all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they'll get Madden the minute it launches. Get the 10% discount right out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Get Madden day one. But then 6 months down the line, Battlefield hit there. Battlefront hit there. You know what I'm saying? Need for Speed is on there. So you're like, all right. So, you know, I like playing sports games. I get the 10% discount, but at the same time, 6 months down the line, I don't play them games. Microsoft is given an opportunity to do it day one. All right, day one and whatnot.
But you see what they're doing too, man. Is by Microsoft doing this, man, then EA is going to have to step up their game, because when you had Netflix, and then Netflix started getting bigger, guess who got involved, right? You got your Amazons now, you got your Hulus, even HBO, who I never thought HBO would do what they're doing now.
Dude, CBS is streaming now, bro.
Yeah, CBS as well. Yeah. And so that's what people don't look at when they're doing this kind of stuff. Everybody's kind of closed-minded, man. They got this tunnel vision. When all of this stuff is happening all the way around them, man, ESPN, all of these guys are doing this kind of stuff. But when it comes to Xbox, man, nobody can, you know, number one, nobody wants to give them credit, right? Even though they've been proving people wrong for the last 2.5, 3 years. And when it comes to Microsoft, people can only see like one thing, and there's just a lot of hate and rage and stuff like that when everything around them is going in this direction. It just blows my mind, dude, how ignorant people is.
Yeah, there are a lot of ignorant people, and what does that do to like games that, you know, you might have not been too familiar with? You'll see it on Game Pass, like, oh dang, all right, Sunset Overdrive, what's this about? You know what I'm saying? Then they download it and find a hidden gem. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, wow, if I would have known this game was this good, I would have bought it day one.
So what does that do? What is that? What's the domino effect that
brings more awareness to games, all right? And it lets people experience more games.
And what else happens, Collider? When that Sunset Overdrive 2 gets announced, if they take that chance, you know they're going to take the dive because they played the first one and finally realized this game is hype, is good. So that's how Microsoft is looking at it. The way Microsoft is looking at it is this way. They know damn well that most of their games, before they're even announced, people hate on them. Whether it's the media, the haters, the trolls, there already been bad press about Sea of Thieves. There's already been bad press about Crackdown. And there's already been bad press about State of Decay. We all know this. This is a factual thing. Okay? So what better way to say, listen, got it in Game Pass. This makes people be like, well, if you're going to go day one, instead of you paying the $60, I'm going to buy it on Game Pass. And once they see the games and play them, like, well, damn, this game is actually really fucking good. So do I want to own it long term, or do I want to keep playing for the Game Pass? So even if they stay long term with the Game Pass, guess what? That's $120 every year from the same dedicated person, one person, because you can't share the Game Pass. It's every person individually that got to buy it. Like me, like I buy the physical for myself. I got my boys with me. I want to play Monster Hunter, let's say State of Decay, because it's 4 players. All I have to do is buy 2 more passes of Game Pass, and they have access to the game. We could all play it. I don't have to buy 3 copies of the game, 4 copies of the game. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of variables, and that's what nobody's talking about. Everybody's just doing the doom and gloom, talking about, oh shit, they just lost value. No, you got to think about the bigger picture. Microsoft knows that Sea of Thieves Day 1 is not going to probably sell 1 million copies, but Sea of Thieves Day 1 being on that Game Pass, now you open the door.
Quite a few motherfuckers that'll download it just to try it
because it's $10. Exactly.
Yep.
That's the point.
Exactly. They're looking for that level of engagement, bro. I feel you with it 100%. Let's go to you real quick, Triple Cup. What are your thoughts on this whole Game Pass issue?
All right, remember y'all was saying about what Phil Spencer was saying? That's a key thing that Phil Spencer has said that a lot of people overlook. Phil Spencer was saying about he hear everything people been saying, on Twitter, saying he let him know that he keep his ear to the streets. He been paying attention what's going on. And then with the Game Pass, I always heard this over and over from gamers. Oh, Game Pass, that's cool, but it's not for me. Every time you talk to a gamer, that's what they gonna always say about Game Pass. Oh, I get my games day 1. So Game Pass look like it's cool, but it's not for me. So
exactly. That I've said the same thing.
Phil Spencer was like, I hear him. So I know one thing. I'm gonna drop these games day 1 in Game Pass. Now you hardcore gamer, I want to hear you say
Game Pass is not for you.
That's what I'm looking for. That's how I'm looking at it.
Dude, that's a good way of looking at it, yo, because I wasn't gonna get Sea of Thieves day 1. But I wouldn't mind dropping $10 and shit, you know what I'm saying, to play Sea of Thieves and shit day 1 on Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's good, man. It's something that's for the gamers, yo.
And the thing is,
you want to game games, but let's say you ain't got the funds, or it was a game that you was on the fence about. Yo, through Game Pass, you actually try it out.
Exactly, Collider. You know how you had a part of a natural catastrophe, that you were going through some rough times, and you couldn't really keep up with stuff. Something like this would give you a perfect window and opportunity to at least engage in something, keep yourself distracted until you get yourself in your 2 feet. And this goes for anybody.
Hey, Ebot, you know how much it is to rent a game at Redbox? I mean, I never did it.
It's about $3 and change for one day.
And how long
for one game?
For one day.
1 day.
How long?
One game.
How long do you keep? I never did it at Redbox.
Like
one day.
One day. That's it.
Yeah.
So that's like $3 and something for 1 day. So
if you rent it for 3 days,
4 days,
it's already the price you pay for GameStop.
I know, right? And that you only did it on one fucking game, bro.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing. The logic that I tell with people, and I don't know if you guys would agree with me or not. If this was gonna kill anything, then a long time ago when Blockbuster started renting out movies, it would have hurt the industry.
Yes.
Or with Redbox would ruin the industry. Or GameFly would have ruined the industry. Listen, people are gonna buy physical if they like physical medium. Period. Remember, around the world, not everybody has good bandwidth internet services. They're still very behind and almost in the fossil stages of internet still in a lot of places in the world. So, they still can't just have a console where it's just online only or it's all digital. If they get the physical, they can at least play it while being offline and enjoy the games. You know what I mean? Because it's not mandatory. And that's going to be a while because it's expensive. The bandwidth to run games at a high quality is expensive, especially if they did the actual streaming or the servers to run in 4K the games as well. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be a nightmare because that takes a lot of bandwidth. That's why these dedicated servers are important, and Microsoft gave them and created them for free so people could use them for free, and they're using them now with their games as with the Game Pass also, to make it convenient for everyone to streaming it, because they know it's almost impossible to cover everywhere. And you know what this also does? All those cheapskates that around the world don't want that or that hate on Xbox, you think they're not going to be interested now and wanting to try it out, or even Sony fans or Nintendo fans?
Of course they will, dude.
Listen, they'll be like, I'll pay for my PlayStation and my Nintendo games at 65 because I love those games. But since I don't really like Xbox, I'm still going to go get it because I'm going to be able to play all their games for 2 months. I'll get Game Pass and then cancel the order. Fuck you at Xbox, you stupid. And guess what? They still got you to come over and play their game and give them $20 for 2 months on their console, and you bought their console. So they still
but the
win.
thing is, though, after they've been playing for 2 months on these games, they ain't going to leave, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just another option. Like for people that, like you said, I'm glad you brought up GameFly. There's still people that use GameFly, bro.
And only get one game a month.
There's still people that use fucking Redbox and whatnot. And when they see something like this, they're like, you know what? That's a hell of a fucking value. You know what I'm saying? I could get access to over 150 plus games just for $10.
Yeah.
Dude, that's.
I mean, we do it now with Netflix.
And now I get new games as well. You know, when Microsoft drops like brand new exclusives, wow, you know what I'm saying? Now, I know 100's probably got some business going on and shit. So I'm gonna ask you, Heba and Sega Forever. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys came in a little late. As far as like Monster Hunter, all right? You know, let's go with you, Sega Forever, real quick. You know, did you actually see like all the stuff that's going on with Monster Hunter? I mean, did you get the game? What do you think about it? What are your overall thoughts?
Man, I was a little disappointed, man. I thought some of my boys would be playing it, dude, but nobody was streaming it. So I actually watched somebody else play. You know, my time's limited, man, so I don't get a lot of chance to sit down and watch people play. I feel bad about that, but I figured like somebody in one of our groups, man, would be playing it. I didn't see anybody playing it, so I was actually
streaming it. I think I was streaming it earlier today and whatnot.
Oh, okay. So
I've never streamed anything, dude, but I wanted to stream this one.
I saw your videos and I was liking your you know, on the what is that, dude? Our community thing on Xbox. Because I was trying to find information on
the game DVR.
Yeah, but you know how we have the community thing where you could just click like and all that stuff. So I was watching. I was trying to find information on it. I went to Mixer, man. Watched this girl play. And I was kind of blown away by all the things you could do in it, man. I bought my son the game for DS a long time ago, and he never liked it. And the reason why I was looking at it, man, because my kids were asking about it. And then I found out it had multiplayer. So, like, if I buy a digital copy of the game, I can play it, and my son can play it. And then I'll just buy I'll buy a physical copy, probably the collector's edition for my daughter, since she likes anime stuff. And then we can all play in the group.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting it, man. I'll probably pick it up next week because I like what I saw.
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does, man. Now, I know you was playing it last night. I actually invited you to the party and shit, just to have your overall impressions and thoughts. And you was actually checking everything that the Xbox One X could do. You was like, oh, let me check out the performance. Let me check out the frames. Let me hear your overall thoughts on your impressions with the Xbox One X version of Monster Hunter World.
Well, I was going through the performance stuff because I forgot and I didn't really realize that you still didn't get the X yet. So I was trying to give you kind of an insight on it because different format than me, obviously. I'm not gonna lie, I was super tired. I was kind of playing and looking through it, almost half asleep, half dead. But what I saw immediately is that the game has big production value. It has scale, big scale. The customization on the game is robust as a mother. It's a lot. You can do a lot, from tattoos, markings, scars, the color of your hair. You can put your beard a different color, your hair a different color, your eyes a different color. You know, whether you're using a leather type of armor suit or a chainmail type of armor suit or a medieval time knights type armor suit. It's just very robust. The customization is their chin, how you want it, wrinkles, no wrinkles, skin color, pigmentation, freckles, no freckles. It does a bunch of shit. So that's gonna be.
You can't fall asleep on cam on that motherfucker.
You're so stupid. 100. Don't even bring that up because I was pissed when somebody did what they did. Even though I know it's for fun, shits and giggles, but I was mad. I was real mad. I didn't like that. That was like really not.
Yeah,
but you had shit, yo. I mean, if you got nothing else to do, to clown on somebody sleeping, really?
Anyway,
Dude.
that's another story.
Hey, but 100, you handled that. 100, you handled that really well, bro. You handled that really well.
Oh yeah, for real, for sure. But I tried out the game. But what gravitated me, and I'm gonna call it right now. A lot of people are gonna probably say, "What a fucking hypocrite!" Like games like Witcher. I don't like games like Horizon too much because I say they're boring. They're a lot of walking, a lot of fetch questing, and the reason why I said, well, you know what, let me try to take the dive was mainly with what Mr. 100, Mr. Sega Forever just said. It has a co-op campaign. Now, I have a lot of buddies that I play with online, you guys included, obviously, and my kids. So it's good if I can have the option to play a game that I can play with friends, up to 4 friends, right? That has so much in it, because it could kind of be my second eyes or my fourth pair of eyes or my second pair of eyes, you know what I'm saying? And help me out and guide me through the game. But I also like it because it's more of fighting a bunch of bosses, big, epic creatures and bosses. And as you're fighting them, you got to use a bunch of different weapons that do a bunch of different moves. You got to use magic and kind of like you could get on top of them. And I saw that you did that clip you did where you got on top of him, you were busting his cranium, and he still wouldn't die.
And, he ran away. I had to chase him down.
Yeah. and the worst part about it was a small creature. I'm like, damn, if a small one is that hard, imagine a big one. So, plus it has that kind of like that Lost Planet kind of flair.
Yeah, dude. It feels like Lost Planet. It feels like Lost Planet with dinosaurs.
Right. It has kind of like, and it also has that kind of like feel aesthetically to Scalebound, which I was looking forward to.
Oh, yeah, definitely, dude. I mean, anybody with common sense, will instantly get reminded of Scalebound by playing this.
Right. So it's kind of like a guilty pleasure because we didn't get Scalebound. So I'm like, let me try it out. And I'm not saying I'm gonna like it. I'm not saying it's gonna be one of my favorite games, but I can say I have an opportunity to dive into it a lot easier because I can play it with my boys, with you guys, with my boys at home, and it'll probably alleviate a lot of things for me personally as feeling bored or maybe not liking it or enjoying it as much because we're playing it together. It's fun. Like I've been playing Forza Horizon 3 with my son, and then I played with Chief, Merc, and a couple other people the other night in campaign on my campaign, and they came to help me. And it's been fun. Like Yomo, I've been playing with Yomo.
Oh yeah, Yomo Flow. Shout outs to Yomo.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And it's been a lot of fun, and it's something simple as just racing. So now I can play for Sega Forever. It's a title that I have an excuse to play with him because we don't have a lot of games.
Everybody could jump in on Forza. That's what makes those titles unique to the Microsoft platform.
And I guess that's what makes it for me more appealing than something like Witcher or Horizon. That it feels more of your own space, your own story, but you can't really play with friends. And I think that's why I'm going to probably try out as well, because the first one, I didn't really care too much for it. But the second one, since it's 4-player co-op, see, if I suck, I can't feel so guilty because if my other friends, like you guys, are better at the game than me, then I could just kind of, relax on you guys and go with the flow and not feel like so bad because I suck. You see what I'm saying? So, but you still have fun. You know what I mean? So that's what I like about it. But so far, I think it looks good in the sense that obviously it's an upgrade from the DS versions and the Wii version. I think the engine might be the old MT framework, and that's why it doesn't look maybe as super next gen, but it definitely has a lot of detail. If you pay attention, it's a lot of detail from the animals animation moving, coming out of the bushes, like these little awesome looking rabbits. The way the leaves and the foliage moves, with some plants look really prehistoric, but at the same time kind of futuristic and mystical because they're in that world.
Yeah, it's an original world.
Right. So that's another thing is the art style. Like I like the way it feels like Lost Planet meets Scalebound meets.
Oh yeah. It's not just another mocap game, right?
And it has cinematics so far. So you know, it's not heavy
Yeah,
on
because
mocap.
mocap is not art. Know what I'm saying? We all know that.
Plus, no, of course, but I don't mind the mocap. I just don't like when they exert and exhaust it in a game where, you know, 8 hours of the game is fucking mocap or 5 hours. That's just, for me, that's overkill. I want to play game and quick gameplay, you know, and that's overkill for me, you know. And a lot of Sony games do that, so that's why I guess I don't gravitate to them.
Yeah, but sometimes it's mocap taken overboard, man. Like Uncharted 3, when you the young Nathan Drake, dude, what was wrong with that kid that he kept moving so much, even when he was standing still? Mocap taken to the next level, man. I'm like, dude, is this kid diabetic or something? What the fuck is wrong with him, man? Stand still.
I'm not really sure, but
yo, you was telling me something about the frames per second, though, man.
Oh,
what did you think
sorry,
about the frames per second?
I saw the Digital Foundry video, right? And the Digital Foundry video showed all the modes, right? Because they haven't done the Xbox one yet.
I wonder why.
I don't know. But that's a whole nother.
Yeah, I think they do the Xbox version because they're looking for that one bug or that one glitch in order to highlight in their video. Oh, yo, right here, the dinosaur didn't move. Or he skipped one frame.
Right.
I'm serious, yo. That's digital fuckery to me.
Right, in typical Digital Foundry fashion, right? Okay, I saw the video, and from what I understand, from what they explained, that the the frame rate mode, it's targeting 60 frames, and the resolution, I believe, is 2140. But when they showed it on the Pro, right? But when they showed it, it kept going down from 45 to 37, 32 frames per second.
Oh, so it wasn't even 60 frames.
No, I don't even think it ever hit even 50 at any point in the video. Now, of course, I don't have a meter to read frame rates at home, okay? But I do have the experience of playing a lot of games in 60 frames since the Master System and the arcade and the Sega era.
Yeah. We was playing what? Virtua Fighter 5 a couple of weeks back.
Right. Now, any one of you guys that know when you play 60 frames, you can tell because it has that distinct novella style look, right? So when I played it in that frame or in that mode on the X, it looked completely locked. It doesn't even look like it dips at all. I mean, if it does, it's probably very minimal. Steady 60 the entire time. It was smooth. It wasn't stuttering. It wasn't freeze framing. It wasn't slowing down. Even in the actual cutscenes. In the cutscenes, sometimes it looks like some of them were in 30 and some of them were in 60. But I don't know if that's something that they did deliberately. But that's the only place where I noticed the inconsistencies. But as far as the game, when you're playing it, it was completely 60 when you playing in the in-game.
Well, it felt buttery smooth. Let's just say that, right?
Yeah.
You can't measure it.
Now, I can't measure it, but from what I saw from my experience with 60 frame games, yes, it looked 60 consistent. Now, the resolution, I have a feeling it might be the same as PS4 or maybe a tad bit higher, maybe 1200 by 40 in that same mode, or maybe a little bit higher, maybe 1440. I'm not really sure.
Wow.
Because it doesn't look distinctively different as far as graphic quality, even when I put it in the graphic mode and in the resolution mode. And the only one that had more detail, but it didn't look a lot. It was more like on the rocks from a far distance, and maybe on some of the shadows, you could see more detail. It was on that and the graphic mode, but on the resolution mode, it looked almost blurrier than the 60 frame and the graphic mode.
Wow.
For me. I could be wrong, but for me, that's what I saw through my TV, and I have a 4K HDR TV that has a 5 million to 1 contrast ratio, so it looks really good. The blacks and the whites are amazing, and it looks really good, so you don't really lose detail. And all my other games look phenomenal, like Forza and all that stuff. So I think it's just the engine itself is probably old and dated, and they really didn't modify it, but it still looks nice. It still looks pretty, and I think maybe night shots or when it, since it has real-time effects, daytime, nighttime, I think you're going to see differences. Like, it'll probably look nicer when it rains, or when it's nighttime, I think it's going to look prettier than the daytime. But I'm looking forward to it, hopefully.
I know. You just had a brief run-in with it this early this morning. Let's just say that it was early this morning, like 4 in the morning and shit. And you tried it out briefly, and that was your overall impression from it. And that was just a brief thing. 100. What are your overall thoughts on Game Pass? 100. You still there? Nah, yo, he took another L.
Yeah, he back. He's gonna have another episode.
Oh, dag, really? You think so? All right, man. So actually a genius. Know what I'm saying? And there's a thing that's tripping me out, man. There's a Japanese game. I had the option to get one game. Know what I'm saying? Should I get DBZ, Dragon Ball Z Fighter, or should I get Monster World? And I actually put my money on Monster World. The reason being is I want more unique, original Japanese titles like that to come to the Xbox console. And when I look at my friends list, it's like they're divided in half. Half the people are playing Monster Hunter, while the other half is playing DBZ. Right now,
which is a good thing.
No, definitely a good thing. Definitely a good thing. All right, and so far the Xbox this year, they're off to a running start, man. Now Cuphead, I had seen a thing a while back, a couple of weeks back, about it selling over 2 million on the Xbox One. Is that true?
Yeah, that's the number.
That's all right.
Wow, that actually tripped me out. You know what I'm saying? That they actually sold over 2 million on the Xbox One. This is an indie title, people. An indie title. And if they actually put this on Game Pass, a lot more people will be more than happy to try it just as because of its unique art style, though. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's go with you, Triple Cup. You know what I'm saying? What are your overall thoughts on Cuphead doing so well? You know what I'm saying? And do you think Cuphead should actually come out on the Game Pass?
I mean, it'd be cool for it to be on the Game Pass for those who don't have it. I mean, it's $20. They just sold millions already, so they already got a blessing off this game. They working on the second secret, so put a game they did in Game Pass, that'd be a good look. Then for Game Pass, for people that say, damn, they got Cuphead, I want to try that game out, for the distractors who didn't. So that's
exactly.
And I'm just hoping on their next adventure, whatever they're gonna bring out, it don't take so long for them to do.
Yeah, I feel you, man. It does take a lot of work, but they got a bigger team now. You know what I'm saying? They just start off with a small team.
Yeah,
now we got
the hand drawing no more though. They'd approve that point. They don't have to do that no more. Do the shit faster.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, good shit. Actually, the real young Kano finally jumped in to the party. Yo, Kano. Introduce yourself, man. It's been a long motherfucking time. Yo, I think it's been a whole year. But it's been a long time since you've been on the Direct Tech show. So introduce yourself to everybody.
Boom. As I step into the room, the real Kano back up in here. You heard me? So let's talk about this game of goodness, man. Sorry I'm late, but I'm in here.
All right, it's all good. Yo, we were talking this morning and whatnot. Now, we was actually talking about Game Pass right now. You know what I'm saying? What are your overall thoughts on Game Pass, and as well as Cuphead selling over 2 million? And do you think it should actually come out on Game Pass as well?
Cuphead? I think Cuphead should be where it's at, you know what I'm saying? Because we know Microsoft has the rights to the game. I don't know. I say down the line it can be, but right now just let it sell where it sells because it's doing so well right now. But with Game Pass and how these exclusives is now going to launch on the Game Pass, it's a beautiful thing. It's going to help the Game Pass sell even more, and it's going to help fund Microsoft to the point where Microsoft will keep creating these glorious looking games like Sea of Thieves, like you know what I'm saying. And I just feel like it's a blessing in disguise for it to happen like this, you dig? And it's just superb. It's A-okay with this one, you dig? And
is that the real young Kano in the house?
I'm back full of
yeah, it is, man.
Is that the real young Kano?
I'm back.
Yo, actually, Kano, you just woke him up from the L you was taking for half the show.
Oh yeah, I wasn't. I got family. No, I got family members over, so I had to mute myself for a little bit. You guys can keep saying this ain't my show. This is it's our show. You don't need me.
Yeah, but I'm back.
What we doing? Stop saying that one, huh?
Man. I'm here for comedy relief. Fuck the ponies. Nah,
Yo, so yeah, Kano. Oh, go ahead, 100. Let's hear your overall thoughts on Game Pass. And
oh man, I love Game Pass. Oh, Game Pass, man, that's the best thing to slice mother. You know what? For me to do 2 videos about Game Pass, come on. The place that mom and pop shop that was in Austria, Microsoft give 2 fucks about that shit. What most sell? Consumer electronics is North America. Then it goes to Europe and then all the rest. They don't give a fuck with that. I have people on my thing. Oh, that's the first start. If that was the first start, why did GameStop say, hey, we're going to give you a 6-month pass? Come on. This shit ain't rocket science. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hear nobody sit there when Netflix decided, you know what I'm saying, to charge your ass extra to get motherfucking extra ultra Blu-rays.
That mom and pop shop crying about.
Nobody don't know about that shit.
About Redbox, GameFly, and GameStop before they cried about Microsoft. So please.
And think about this, people don't understand. These motherfuckers, they say we ain't gonna sell Xbox Ones, but they still selling Xbox software. They still selling the game. How hypocritical that bullshit is. You just
definitely, man.
You just mad because they sit there and was like, okay, I'm finna change the motherfucking game. You can't get mad at that. People was mad at when Netflix got in the game. When Netflix got in the game, who was leading? Blockbuster.
And they took Blockbuster.
Where Blockbuster at? They so far gone. Think about it. Think about it.
And Blockbuster was huge, yo. They had the opportunity to buy Netflix at one moment in time, and they didn't.
No, but Blockbuster tried to do their own streaming service, but they couldn't get the licenses because Blockbuster had the money to grab them. People don't understand. When these companies put they licenses up, it's like you going to a goddamn auction. And so who's gonna get money? Get money. You know what I'm saying? I what I said in my video, check this shit out. Netflix start off at $7.99 a month. And then you had unlimited users can go on your account. You just had the username and password. Then it went to $9.99. Then you had the limited about 4. For the 9, they still had the 7, but you got to go to 4. Now they $13.99. But look at all the exclusive content that they have. These people grabbed Will Smith on a straight to Netflix movie. Will Smith ain't doing Bad Boys 3 because the money ain't right.
Yeah.
And Netflix had the pocket say, hey, we want you to do this Bright. And Bright is not a bad movie at all. I could watch Bright again.
But see, want to know what Netflix gains from that? Because if you think about it, Bad Boys on opening day will pull in like about $100 million. Know what I'm saying? Now, Netflix for Bright, right? Opening weekend pulled in 11 million views.
Yeah.
Now, if you times that by, let's say $20, you're talking well over $100 million, right? But they're not making over $100 million, right?
Right.
They're getting the level of engagement with the community that's watching this program on Netflix. That's the same way Game Pass is going to work. You know what I'm saying? We brought it up earlier, 100. It's like, let's say of Sea of Thieves, opening day, pulls in 500,000. But yet you got another 4 million motherfuckers trying it on Game Pass. The level of engagement is $4.5 million on this title.
People, yeah.
That's some crazy ass shit. Those are the numbers Microsoft is looking at. Because the more people they get to experience their games and these game worlds, the more fans they're going to get. Strictly for the gamers, just like Netflix is something strictly for people that love watching TV shows and watching movies.
And then people say if Microsoft is losing on, say this, I wouldn't be mad about this. People don't understand Microsoft exclusives when they go on Game Pass and they're not leaving. It already been said that they're not leaving. So,
yeah, but I think they mean like they're gonna always come out the exclusive there.
No, they're not leaving. No, they're not leaving Game Pass. Aaron said they're not leaving Game Pass. Third parties might leave Game Pass, and then if they leave Game Pass, you get a 20% discount off of that game, and it's from the lowest thing. So it's from the lowest common denominator. So if that game was already discounted at, say, it was discounted at $39.99, you get 20% off of bets when it's leaving out. Now, only one game that I knew that's leaving Game Pass next month. That's the latest Metal Gear. They've been adding games instead of taking away games.
I know, dude. At first it was what, just 100 games? Now it's over 150.
Yeah, so they're going up. Thinking about it, Sega loves it. Think about this: if you get them Sega collection games, like I stated in my video, you want the Alex Kidd, the and on all this other stuff. You want all that on. That's $10 by itself. If I want, you know what I'm saying, the Golden Axe collection, that's $10 by itself. I already won off of that because I can just get there and download. This is no streaming service. This is actually you downloading locally on your external or on your Xbox. You cannot beat that from the world. This is not PlayStation Now. You know what I'm saying? You're not streaming anything. It's on. I watched the Know today. This is how freaked out how people don't even know about Xbox Game Pass. It were two dudes I saw on the Know that's locally on there. When they broke down, and they're PC guys, when they broke that shit down, they was amazed. Like, huh? What? This is not streaming? And then it was the games that's play anywhere. It's like, I can still play them on my PC for $10 a month. They was shocked. And then you had to do, I love it, they had a dude in the background giving them the business.
You saw a couple of people, not to cut you off, but you saw a couple of people on Twitter saying, I wasn't planning on buying an Xbox or even CFTs because I really wasn't interested in paying $65 for a game that really didn't look too appealing to me. And now, with this Game Pass, I'm getting me an Xbox and I'm going to buy the Game Pass for $10 to try out CFTs, which is the actual idea and logic behind this whole situation with Game Pass that Microsoft executed. That's just what they want. They want people to come in because you still have the option that if you like the game, you should still own it. Because technically, in theory, in reality, they can take out a game whatever they want if they want to. And they can say, no, we're not going to do it now, but maybe they want to later on if they see the game is not getting too much in game and take it out. So then people will be like, oh, shit, I took it out. I got to go buy it. You see what I'm saying? So it works either way. Because even if people are buying it monthly, for a whole year, that's $120 every year for one person because you can't share Game Pass. It's an individual thing. It's like a ticket. No,
you can't share Game Pass.
You know, it's like a ticket.
No, you can't share Game Pass. If you game share, they got game.
Yeah, but that's the limited. You know, it's a limit. I'm talking about it's limited to like one person when you do it. But what I'm saying is that you can't do it further than that. Like you can't do like Netflix that you can share it in like.
Well, Netflix limits you. No, Netflix limits you to 4 people now. That's the only reason I play it because I have family members that I barely watch Netflix.
Right, me neither.
You know what I'm saying? When I say I barely. You know what I'm saying? And I pay for it because, you know what I'm saying, I got the almighty Kodi. And yes, you can download Kodi back on Xbox now. So all y'all motherfuckers that was talking all that shit is available right now. If you need some repositories, you got to hit me up privately because I don't give up my gangster.
Yo, go back to what they were saying on the Know, though, man. You said there was a dude in the background giving them the business.
It was two. Yeah, it was dude giving these two guys the business, right? He was sitting there like, okay, only thing that's leaving Game Pass this month is, you know what I'm saying?
Metal Gear Solid.
It's Metal Gear Solid. And they was like, what? He was like, that? And he said, yeah, they're adding more games to that. And when they heard about exclusive this and that, they was like, okay, $10 a month. If I do want this game, you pay 2 games is $120 by itself. If you want to play Sea of Thieves, you know what I'm saying, Crackdown.
For a whole year.
Yeah, Crackdown. And then you got State of Decay. You got Ori coming out. The other games that we don't mention. Anything that's produced by Microsoft Studios is going into Game Pass. You cannot beat that. You win. Plus I said I'm a nostalgic person. People like me, you want to go play the old Sega games. You know what I'm saying? Like Shantae. I wanted to buy Shantae. When I saw Shantae in the Game Pass, why buy it? It's in the Game Pass. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
You might, and then this Microsoft is doing it with their own games, and then they're having third-party games come in and out. Now, you're not playing 2K17, 2K18. You got to get 2K16, but somebody might just want to play it. They ain't never played 2K. You have a different genre of games. You ain't got a bunch of shooters in there. And man, if no one played Mass Effect, you can play all the damn Mass Effects. You can go play all the Gears of Wars in Game Pass. Instead of you going to GameStop and giving them your money that they already done fucked you on already,
Which they make a double, triple, whatever.
Yeah.
A profit when they sell it.
Giving you an option.
When they sell it used.
And then people that also get this stuff. So when a dude sit there, these guys weren't. They was like, so damn. If Forza goes into and it's a play anywhere, I can play on a PC at work and I can go home and play on Xbox. It was like, yeah, for $10 a month, they ain't shit. I drink $10 a day. So man, come on, $10 a month. We talking about $10.
Oh, 100.
You
just said it.
You eat extra value. You go to McDonald's and spend $10.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But 100, something you just said was good. That made a lot of sense too. When you go on a GameStop, what people don't understand, every time you buy something from GameStop used, it doesn't go to the industry. It doesn't go to Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, or the developers. It goes to GameStop's pocket. That's why they were selling those PlayStation 2s, because they had overstocks of a lot of trade-ins. And I know because my friend's manager there. And so in order to get them to appeal to people who come and buy the used one instead of the new one, they put the two gig hard drives in there so that they can sell them faster. And they get all the profits off of that. That's why they were doing that. Is to get rid of the overstock and make more money off of it. So what you said, by doing that, they don't make it. But at least with Game Pass, every time somebody goes back and renew it, whether it's for 3 months, for 5 months, then you stop for 2 months, then you go back again. Every time you renew, you're helping out the industry. You're helping out the games that are in it, developers and Microsoft and everybody who's involved. Yeah.
No,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody gets a percentage out that $10 a month.
Yeah,
man.
But think about it. The guys didn't know. They was like, "What, you gonna get 1 or 2 titles?" No, you can get the whole catalog. You got it. And then one dude actually had the ball to say, "Can you put an external drive?" What the fuck you been at all these goddamn years since the goddamn console? PlayStation get an external drive. Xbox, where the fuck you been at?
Hey, you think they gonna go up on the price?
They could always do that. Yeah, probably not now, but they could also do that.
You know what? Yeah, but you know what? You do it gradually how Netflix do it.
Yes.
And then when you do it, how you do it is you bring more exclusive content. Matter of fact, what if they throw in Game Pass exclusive? You know what? We made a deal with Paramount Studios, and you can get, so we're gonna throw 2 Ultra Blue, Blu-ray movies a month with Game Pass.
Right. Well,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a very
grab Rise and Quantum Break in there and put.
But imagine
like that episodic games.
Well, you know what? I think that's what they really want to do. Epic side. I think they want to do something like the Telltale series.
Yeah.
And I think you may don't know E3. We might hear from Telltale's exclusive content.
I was about to say that 100. Imagine if that's another thing I was thinking about. And I'm sorry again. I know I keep cutting you off. Sorry. What about if they decide to put? You know how they've been doing that? They put in the indie games that come out that are only digital, right? Available like Hellblade, Cuphead, whatever. And then people, when they like it so much, they make a physical copy and they have the option to go buy it because it did so well. And you could also buy physical, so you want the artwork or whatever. What if they do the same thing with Game Pass and apply the same logic and put an exclusive game? Now, I'm not talking about a AAA. I'm talking about maybe something like Cuphead 2 or Ori 2, right? Exclusively that you could only play it through Game Pass. And then if it does well, later on, we'll make you a physical copy and you can buy it physically. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but my thing is, if you do it Game Pass, you're going to do it this way. How I would do it is, I won't make it exclusive to Game Pass, but you're going to get, if you got Game Pass, you can pay for it. See, it's about more people.
But they can do that and make it more appealing, is what I'm saying. If they do that.
But
it already is appealing, though. That's the thing.
Right.
You don't really need to make a game exclusive just to the Game Pass.
Exclusive Game Pass. But if you got Game Pass, perfect example. What I do when I play Telltale's games, I actually don't go buy it straight up the whole series because I don't get the whole series. I'll go $5 an episode.
Right.
I'll go $5. But say if I did need to go $5 an episode, and say they made a deal with Telltales and like, hey, you know what? Make us a favor, Telltales.
No, right.
And you give an option to somebody to buy for 25, or they're gonna buy it for the 10. Then it's something. You win it both ways because you're getting more people. It's more I'm saying
engagement.
More people own it.
Engagement.
But yeah, the
awareness
more people,
and
more about quantity. So it don't matter how. So say a person like, I don't want Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? I got $25. I don't want to do that. You get money from there, you get money from here, you get money from there, this and there. They're worrying about money. If this wasn't a good idea, why did they stock soar up so high?
Yeah, they did the numbers.
If it wasn't a good deal,
they did the numbers.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody gave a fuck around about what
the stocks
Microsoft
went
is saying.
shot through the roof, bro.
They stopped when they did Game Pass. Which GameStop lost $3 out of their stock, and Microsoft gained off of it. You know what I'm saying? It's the media that
As a matter of
give
fact,
them credit.
Just to flip it real quick, what has Sony stocks been doing for the last fucking 10 years?
They just dropped like last month too, even though they had their highest selling quarter.
Oh, they dropped again
last month. Even
Damn, man. And I thought the PlayStation was carrying the
highest selling quarter, they still dropped. That's where that numbers came from the people that they did that video from the 4G4, those guys, Moxie or whatever. That's where it all came from.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where it all came from.
Shout out to them because they was on GRG last night. They got common sense.
Yeah, I saw them. They're good. It was good.
That's ridiculous, bro.
And they were talking about how PlayStation guys, should not brag about people buying a console with only 2 games per year because it's bad for the industry. It's true. It's bad for the industry. You know what I mean? It really is. Game Pass also alleviates that because now you have more games on there that people are going to be aware of.
Yeah, more. Let's just say, look, if the Xbox console, right, the ecosystem right now, the Xbox One and the X has, let's say, over like 40 to 45 million people. You know what I'm saying? And you give them something like Game Pass. Wouldn't those 40, 45 million people be more willing to try Game Pass that don't really buy as many games versus the hardcore that does buy the games right out the gate?
Yes, the casual.
Yeah, it's going to appeal to them.
This whole movement was to get the casuals because they know that the casual is what moving the market. What are the most people that buy PlayStation right now? It's the casuals because their friends have it, or because it's the coolest console out, or because all the Call of Duty DLC comes out a month earlier. The casuals, right? The one people that only play that.
And they wanted to play with their friends. It's like you ask them, what games you got? I got Battlefield. What else you got? Battlefront.
Right.
Okay.
So what do you think? Now when they go in the store with their parents or by themselves, the parents are, oh, well, you can get a PlayStation, but you have to pay $65 for each game, right? But you can get an Xbox and get a Game Pass, and it has already 150 games already in there. What do you think the parents are going to do? This is good for parents as well. And they're not going to be like, oh, that's it. We're going to get it for a month. $10 a month. I'll do it for the whole year.
Think about this. I said this shit last night.
That's true. I like you brought that. You brought that up.
GameStop will say some shit like that.
GameStop don't give. Think about it.
They're getting a percentage already. That's why they're doing the deal with the 6 months card.
Yeah. But see, GameStop can't really say too much shit because they thought about doing trying to compete with GameFly. That's what they're trying to do. So why this when Game, you know what I'm saying? Microsoft is sitting there like, I'm trying to give your ass a lifeline because I can kill you.
Microsoft don't need them.
I can really kill you off if I want to. Because I got the money to make deals with third parties. Say they decide Ubisoft just want to get into the game. You got, you know what I'm saying, Ubisoft, I'll give you a cut. And think about it, you give them they cut ahead of time because you already know you're gonna make your money back. So saying like you kind of like buying like you're buying a Minecraft. So they was like, hey,
I think it works on percentages though. They don't get a cut straight up. It works on percentages, just like movies.
But say with Microsoft, say this. Assassin's Creed, say as a matter of fact, what's a new Splinter Cell come out exclusively on Microsoft, but you can play it on Game Pass for $10 a month. You know what I'm saying? That will change. Don't what? And they break off Ubisoft. They tell Ubisoft what's the percentage you think what's going to buy it. And you know what? I'm gonna give you the percentage that's going to buy off of Xbox. I ain't worrying about PlayStation and none of that. You know what I'm saying? You can go still sell it still can be multi-plat. Subscribers are my brand that can pay $10 a month and they got it day one. Where they gonna go buy motherfucking that game from? They gonna go get an Xbox and they gonna buy Game Pass.
Well, if you could buy it on Xbox, even if it came out
and get a Game Pass.
Even if it came out,
you don't want. Yeah, but you don't want to do it exclusive because you want Ubisoft to make their extra money.
Right. So no.
But you sitting there, but see, you buy the marketing rights to say you can play it first.
Right. That's what I was about to say. Imagine you go day one and they're both out the same day on both platforms. You think people are going to buy it on Xbox first through Game Pass or through the 65 on another platform? They're gonna choose the Game Pass. They're gonna do that, and because it's easier on the pocket.
And think about the analytics on it too. So say that game came out. You got PlayStation paying $60, but then you got Xbox paying $10 a month. Say that person even paid that $10 a month. Say 100,000 paid $10 a month.
Yeah,
that's $100,000 right there.
Well, not 100. If it's 100,000, it's not $100,000.
I mean, 100,000.
A lot more than that.
Yeah, you're talking about 100 million.
Yeah, so you got $1 million. So you just made $1 million off of Game Pass, off of the straight up Game Pass. See, people. I got to play the Ray Charles theme. You know what I'm saying? When you think,
dude, yeah, that's basically like some Netflix shit. That's why I said the Netflix of gaming, because Netflix has over 120 million subscribers. All right, a year, that's $12 billion. All right, $12 billion, bro. All right, so that's why there's so much original content coming out on Netflix. So if Microsoft could generate that type of money with Game Pass eventually, you know what I'm saying? Let's just say they got 40 million subscribers now, right? I mean, 40 million that are on Xbox Live, 45 million, whatever. I think it's 45 million. Imagine the majority of those people get freaking Game Pass. Let's say it's like 30 million. You know what I'm saying? Or even 20 million and whatnot. 20 million at $10 a month for 1 year. Dude, we're talking some major dollars here, man. Some big ass fucking money, dude. That's going around to everybody. All right, and I'm sure that their downloads factor into the equation.
And the biggest,
like they'll know how many people downloaded Assassin's Creed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yo, y'all had 2 million downloads, or 4 million downloads, 5 million, 6 million, whatever the number is. It's from that.
And the most
that's the way they're going to be breaking off all these developers' games. You know what I'm saying? Just like Sega.
But yeah, but Microsoft can sit there and do analytics on them. Like, you know what? This is some upfront money. You think about it, if you would have did this on the other console, I can pay you what the other console won't pay you. I'm not losing no money. I'm gaining.
No, they gaining money. Microsoft don't need to pay the money, dude. That's the thing. 100, they don't. They're gonna make their money.
No, but you got to sweeten the deal. You got to sweeten the deal because some people don't understand. So you got to sweeten the deal. So if I'm sweetening the deal, I said, okay, let's go. Show me the
I guess like Netflix because give some upfront money for the shows that they made and produced.
Yeah. So yeah, let me show you. Show me what Assassin's Creed, because I had the marketing rights for Assassin's Creed. What it did on PlayStation. Did about 5. I paid for the 5. I paid for the 5, and it might do 10 on mine. So that's 15.
All right, what was you saying, Triple Cup?
No, I was saying that's like how they did for Dave Chappelle on Netflix. They paid him upfront money for him to do a show on Netflix. So I mean, you could use that as the same, like a reference for the same thing with Game Pass. You could pay
exactly
certain games. You could get certain games to be Netflix doing a little series where they keep coming every month. You know, you could buy it personally, or you could just pay the monthly fee, and every month you got a new episode coming out to look forward to. You know, they could do stuff
exactly.
Dropping the new
they actually did state that at the beginning, though. So I'm glad you brought that up. Microsoft did actually state that they wanted to put episodic type games into Game Pass and whatnot that'll appear day in, the day it launches. You know what I'm saying? On Game Pass.
Right. I think that'd be
it's what 100 said and what I told you guys earlier. If somebody bought, look at perfect example, Hellblade. It sold only 250,000 units on PS4, right? Have an install base at that time of 70 million. It's not even 1% of their install base, right? But the developers still made money. So again, if TFT sells 500,000, right, and then 4 million people buy Game Pass that year now and play CFTs, now you have, like you said, 4.5 million people engaged in the game. So they're still going to make the revenue long term with a bigger bulk at a smaller price. You see what I'm trying to say? As opposed to selling the game in a higher price with a smaller install base. You see? They'll still make more money and extra because they're selling it to more people at a smaller percentage or a smaller price, but more people are going to keep buying it. And it gives the game long-term value because let's say 3 years from now, you go to Game Pass and you never played the game.
4 million people buying just Game Pass. Let's say 4 million people buy it that month, right? That Sea of Thieves launches.
1 month.
Just for Game Pass. Know what I'm saying? You know, to play Sea of Thieves. At the end of the year, just for that one game, if they're going for the 12 months to keep playing that game, that's $48 million just off of that one game, bro.
Right. I mean, if it's 120 for the year and everybody does the renewal for 4 million people, do the math. It's way
$48 million, Joe. If just 4 million people that were counting, we know it's going to be a lot more than 4 million. But that's ridiculous, bro.
I got another theory. Perfect example. Say if Microsoft do get a third party, right? For example, say it's a fighter. Say if it's a Marvel game, right? Or a Marvel game or something. They have a season pass. But if they decide to put their game day one in Xbox Game Pass, would you rather just go and you see that you see and say, hey, you know what? I'll spend the $24.99 for the season pass. That's more legitimate in your game. I didn't give you more money. Install base,
but you get the discounts too.
So you'd rather spend instead of I already spent this, I already gave them this money for the year, or I gave this money. I can go get the season pass. Think about if it was a Tekken.
And then you got the 20% discount, bro. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, she showed up. No, but think about this too. You also the people got to take into account that you could still have the option game, right? And you get it at a discount price. Yeah. But it gives it long term, like I was trying to tell you guys, if the game came out, let's say today, and then 2 years from now, somebody just gets into Game Pass, right? Whatever on the Xbox, and they never played it. Guess what? Once they go back to play that game, the game just got engagement again because new people are coming in and trying it out because it's on that Game Pass. So it gives the game long term longevity. But the one thing I want us to talk about, Collider, is how people say, well, they could put this on PlayStation and Nintendo, and I'll say yes, but there's a reason why they can't, and I want to bring that up if we talk about that in a little bit. I want to get your thoughts from everybody,
about Game Pass coming out on Nintendo and PlayStation.
Right. Like how they say, "Oh, but come on." I
could see Game Pass. Let's say on PC. I could see Game Pass on PCs definitely. Maybe some games actually you could probably play on tablets and shit. I could see that shit. Know what I'm saying? And the Xbox consoles. Know what I'm saying? Or the Xbox ecosystem family of consoles and whatnot. But it's not going to be on an opposing console platform. Know what I'm saying? So but people don't have to worry about that.
But do you have any particular reason why, like you feel? Because I have a reason, and I want to say it, and then you guys tell me if you understand.
All right, well, say your reason. Why you think why? Why? I say because of the competition. Why are you going to give your competition your games?
And I think that's definitely the number one valid point. They're not going to invest in $1 billion in a new console to give you the PC quality performance to like just throw it on the competition or the opposing competition. But my main reason is what gives it away that they will not do that. Okay. Is what are the games that they're announced that are coming straight to Game Pass?
Xbox.
Exclusives, right? And what do 90 to 95% of Xbox exclusive have as in offers and uses?
Multiplayer.
Okay, which run on Azure servers, right?
Yeah.
The Azure servers can't run on no PlayStation console. And they can't, because then that would mean in order for Sony to have it on their platform, they have to pay Microsoft for their Azure servers to run the games, so they have to pay them a bigger profit, or they have to build their own. And they still got to.
Is it Minecraft running on that?
Why would they do that? Yeah, but it's not. But Minecraft Azure servers are like there's something dedicated just for the game. I'm talking about for the multiplayer aspect, like something like Halo or something like Gears. That that it's the Azure servers, but the Azure servers that give you that high quality internet. You can't run that on a PS4. Because Minecraft is just people playing individually. You know what I mean? They're just playing individually, but that's why they don't want to do crossplay. Because if they do crossplay, they got to.
We was complaining earlier today while we was playing Destiny 2. Dude, the servers, bro. The servers, bro. Everybody was mad. We was like, yo, man, we're trying to play Trials, and the servers is just straight fucking with us, kicking us out of games. I'm like, fuck. Now, 100 was playing Halo last week, and they had no fucking issues, bro. No issues.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They would have to pay them a percentage, and Sony ain't gonna do that. Neither is Nintendo, and they're not gonna build their own Azure servers so they run Xbox Game Pass. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna fucking do that. So for Leap, trust me, the idea of that going there is not as easy as people may think. Variables that dethrone that thought. Now, like you said, 100 and Collider and everyone else is here, right? On PC and on a tablet, if it's running Windows, Those run on Azure servers. That's different, but it's the same ecosystem because Microsoft always been about Windows, PC, and console now. You know, console was their second thought. Remember, and Microsoft is 2 entities, and even 3 because they do software and hardware now, even in the computer space. Sony only does games. That's it. They already talked about that if this year their movies don't make money, they're going to close down the division, sell off Spider-Man and all that other shit. They already talked about it. The guy who's running it because it's doing so bad.
And it's understandable because, like we was talking about earlier, their stocks went down again, bro. Again.
Even with their best-selling quarter, they went down 20%, I think, last month, and that was their best-selling quarter.
They gonna sell a PlayStation off to Amazon.
No, is that you got a lot of idiots over there, and on the PlayStation Nation and shit that think that the PlayStation is carrying Sony on its shoulders. No, it's not, people. Right? Because Sony has a movie division. They used to have a record division. Do they still make music? Is there still a Sony Music? I'm not even sure. But their computer division got shut down. Know what I'm saying? Because they wasn't making no money. You know what I'm saying? Sony is losing money out the ass, yo. And then the stuff that they're bringing to market from the movie division are fucking bombing left and right. What happened to Ghostbusters, people? That shit was dead 2 days after it launched.
I think Sega Forever could tell you. He knows about how that works with the industry, with the movie. All their movies tanked last year, all of them. I think Jumanji made them somewhat of a profit recently. That's it.
Oh no, Jumanji's a phenomenon. But Jumanji, we got to give it up to The Rock, though. No, I'm saying that wasn't Sony. That was The Rock, bro. All right.
Yeah, the average. So he promotes the stuff too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's like, that's gonna be his highest selling movie. It's gonna beat out his Fast and the Furious franchise. Really? Wow, dude, that's crazy.
Yes. What was that, Forever? Yeah, you're right. You're right.
No, it's their way of thinking, dude. That's why they're just outmoded, man. Sony's still trying to be like they're in the 90s. That's why they're losing, dude. That's why Samsung surpasses them. That's why they lost all their movie houses. Man, they used to have upwards of 10 movie houses under them. They used to dominate in electronics. That's no longer the case.
Whatever happened to Sony Picture Classics?
Yep. Yeah, that stuff's gone, man. Things have moved forward.
It's ridiculous, man. The only reason Spider-Man made bank because Marvel stepped in.
Yep.
Right.
And Marvel saw what was going on with Spider-Man, and they knew that if they let Sony continue, man, that was going to kill it. So that's why they stepped in with Sony. Because I have a lot of Sony guys saying, well, Marvel had to work with Sony. No. Sony would have to work with Marvel.
No, Sony came to them.
Exactly, dude. And by working with Marvel, that Spider-Man Homecoming made more money than the last 3 movies that were produced by Sony, which includes Amazing Spider-Man 1, the 2, and Spider-Man 3.
No, I'll put it this way. And what's the movie? It was the old movie they just came out with. It got my man, saying with the androids and stuff in. I can't think about it right now. What's the shit? Y'all know what I'm talking about. It came out in the 80s, but then they made the new one.
Blade Runner?
Blade Runner. Now the new
Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah, it's Sony advertisement every damn where. It wasn't in the first one.
But that was just here in America. That's it.
They
what was it that Sony did? You guys told me with the Blade Runner. Remember what you guys were telling me? Distributed overseas. Yeah, they only distributed
there was product placement in the movie for Sony.
They always do that now, dude.
They overkilled it.
Well, no,
not really. But I mean, you do notice like Sony and Atari. But Atari, I don't know why there's product placement for Atari because
like with the first
just because it looks cool.
First Blade Runner, you saw like Coca-Cola. You saw different stuff like that. This one,
but
first thing you go on is Sony here, Sony there, Sony, and we talking about the billboard. But when you saw the first Blade Runner, when Sony was doing good, you didn't see that. You saw Pepsi. You saw something that has nothing to do that we know of. You might see something like that. But Sony made you know this is our movie. Sony here, Sony there, Sony that. That means.
And yet they still their stock still went down, yo.
Well, because they didn't make pay for nothing.
And I love Blade Runner 2049. Don't get me wrong. I love Blade Runner 2049. I thought it was a phenomenal film. But a lot of people really wasn't digging it. Know what I'm saying? Because there wasn't
it's a cult classic, dude. Nobody.
That's right.
Sometimes geeks feel themselves a little bit too much, man. They think because they like it, or that geek culture is popular now that everybody likes it. Well, they learned a harsh lesson that nobody does.
Right.
Yeah, you got to understand it. Because I have people say, I watched it. I said, no, go rewatch it. Because like I said, I watched Blade Runner over 10,000 times. I can repeat. I can say words. When you watch a movie so many times, you can say the words before they come out.
Right.
When I wrote 2029, I didn't understand what the hell was going on. You know what I'm saying? I knew something. Think about it was just a twist that I ain't even spoiled for. It's a twist that, you know what I'm saying? It's a cool ass twist. But if you think about it, it ain't really a twist, because if you actually really pay attention to it, you would have found out when you first looked at it. But you'll figure it out. But it was just, you know what I'm saying? It was just sitting there like you didn't know who this person was. This person was new. You know what I'm saying? This is going on, this and that. And I told my boys, like, go rewatch it over again before you watch 2029 again. Then you'll understand everything. Because it's a long gap. There's a hell of a long gap from this movie. And who ran it, did this is a long gap. So I'm like, it don't seem like there's a long gap in the movie, but in real time, it's a long ass gap.
Yeah.
That is like I watched I told us a long gap into that. When I watched 2001, y'all think I don't watch these movies. 2001.
Space Odyssey. Space Odyssey.
2010. You need to watch 2001. But it's a different gap, and you know what? Yeah, it's a whole lot of, and how this is happening. This was more. I understand that, but to really understand it, you need to watch it. Some movies you can get it from day one, like boom, I understand, because it might throw something backwards on you. Them movies don't do that. Watch this one to watch this one.
They're very sophisticated. 100. The Blade Runner series is a very sophisticated sci-fi cop thriller, but it's like Forever said.
Yeah, I remember
that
Total Recall?
Geek Fest. Oh, right, exactly.
That was by Sony. Big budget film,
right?
And it flopped majorly at the box office show.
Yes. Because even though it's good, but it's for the nerd fans, like the nerd geeks, like that really appreciate it because they know quality. But real quick, like Forever said, they found out that it in the movie anymore. I mean, those are the eras of the '80s that a lot of stuff people understood and dig because we had a different mindset. Now people just don't have the taste for everything that really has quality. They just have a taste for whatever's popular. And it's the same case with a lot of Marvel movies. Forever 100 and myself, we'll watch Marvel movies because we grew up as kids reading the comics, whether it was DC, Marvel.
It depends which Marvel movies we're talking about. Because we're talking about Marvel proper with Disney. All their fucking films for Phase 3 have been hits. Certified hits, bro.
Right. But what I'm trying to say is that a big part of that is because they're popular. Because everybody, those Marvel movies are big. Let's go see it. Because I know people that never read a comic book in their life, have no idea what the story is, that go and see them. Because they look good or because people are praising.
I'll give this to DC and Marvel. Guess what they'll throw in the mix? They'll throw in a cartoon. Like I watched Batman.
Right.
I watched the Batman that was set in in medieval times.
Yeah, the Jack the Ripper time. That's that looks
I watched that last
Gotham
night. I watched that last night. And I was like, damn, this is pretty good. They both know how to do it. Like I tell people sometimes to get into it, you might got to go watch the anime series is more raw than what you're gonna see on that big screen.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Half sex and all type of shit.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's Warner Brothers though. The animation department is just ridiculous compared to their movie division.
They're top notch. Yeah, they're top notch.
But think about it. Even with Marvel, when Marvel had with the I always forget that movie, and I love that movie. When the Avengers died, but then the Avengers had sex with each other, and they had the kids, and Tony Stark was there, and they didn't know who he was really Iron Man, and Ultron ran it. That was they broke off the different timelines. They break it off of this if this happened and this happened, And then when you do watch the movies are more simple than the comic books.
Right.
They gonna make it more simpler. People sitting there looking like Miss Marvel. Remember, Marvel is a whole lot of complicated than what you think she is. But see, they show you glimpse. Marvel's giving you little glimpse. Like I watched Ragnarok. Ragnarok is the best. For me, kept me. Wasn't really into my man Thor. I got into Thor off of Ragnarok because you know what? It felt like it was like a Guardians of a Galaxy.
Okay.
Yeah.
It got me in it. You know what I'm saying? Usually Thor is saying all these thous, this and that. That's like you going to church and the Lord said thou this and this and that. That's what I was getting out of Thor. Like, I don't want to see this shit. I see this shit at church.
Yeah, like that Shakespearean quality that Thor had.
I don't want to hear that shit. But then when Ragnarok was, and then you saw how he met Hulk and his fine ass, you know what I'm saying, old girl, Valkyrie. I'm like, damn, Valkyrie, man, you old motherfucking Pacific girl. I know you got a ton of some money. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, Thor was acting a fool around Valkyrie, man. Trying to act macho when he threw that ball up against the window and smacked him in the face.
but you saw the true. I think when I got of it, I thought his dad wanted to let them know, like, you know what? You've been around these humans, show the human and the God side of yourself. You can control both. Because you've been around these humans. You didn't fought these wars. You know what I'm saying? People don't think that perspectives in these movies. And now, like I said, I think Thor Ragnarok was, I'm like, I love this shit. I watched Thor Ragnarok and I watched 4 movies last night. I ain't go to bed at 4 in the morning.
So I got a question though, but just to segue back into gaming and whatnot, because if not, we could go on. Though this could actually become the Heroic Vibrations podcast right here, yo.
Version 2, yeah.
But let's go into some of the stuff that we was discussing earlier about Sony. You know what I'm saying? You know, and how much their stocks have dropped and whatnot. You know, what do you think they need to do? You know what I'm saying? I mean, Hebot mentioned something about that they was going to sell off the division.
Well, they're already in talks saying that is. Well, go ahead.
No, tell me what was that though? Actually, explain that a little bit more to me.
Well, my son showed me the article. We were talking about it. Basically, what it's saying is that they have a lot of stuff already set for this year, right? And one of the properties they have, as you guys know, is He-Man. Like, I am a very big He-Man fan, and they've had it in a stranglehold for quite some time.
Yeah, for almost 10 years and shit.
Years. More than that. So basically, what they're doing now. David Goyer is supposed to direct the He-Man movie, right? And he's also writing it, right? The guy who did all the artwork for the Alien movies, he's the one doing the artwork and the set pieces and artwork for the movie. So those two things have me positive because they both have experience and they're pioneers of their own craft. The only thing David Goyer movies haven't been really all great. The few that he's done, even though I did like them because I did like the Blade Trinity, maybe not as much as the first one, but I still enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
But people forget, this man wrote the plot. He co-plotted the Dark Knight trilogy.
That's right, and a lot of other stuff.
And he wrote Man of Steel as well.
Right, but the reason why I'm bringing that up is because the reason for that is their rights to the movie ends next year, right? With it, so now they're rushing them to hurry up and do it because they want to start filming in April to have the movie up by next summer. Okay, so maybe because of the rushing factor, because they don't even have casting already yet, they might cast the wrong people, and rush the project. And it might not feel as solid or as polished, you know.
Well, it'll come off then like Dragon Ball Evolution, basically. Well, because Dragon Ball Evolution, the reason we got that piece of shit because Fox, they was about to lose the rights, so they rushed it to market. Same thing with the last Fantastic Four movie.
Great point.
They was about to lose the rights to Marvel, and they rushed it to market.
Yes, I mean great points on both of those movies because it's valid. You're absolutely 100% right. But I hope the fact that the guy that did the Alien stuff and David Goyer being involved, because he knows how to work under pressure. You know what I mean? It doesn't come out that bad. I'm hoping, crossing my fingers. But
I saw some of the designs, though. I'm on a wait and see attitude, bro.
Right. Well, that's one of the signs showing how hurting real bad on the division. So basically, what he said was because all their movies really, because if you notice, all the movies they brought out last year as well, they didn't just publish them by themselves. They had other people. You saw like Columbia Pictures, which is part of them. United Artisan and a bunch of other movie houses that chipped in together to promote the movie and publish it and develop it and pay for the movie, right? And that's how they've been doing it since the division lost a lot of money and it's been on the downfall. So he just basically said that they're gonna have to reassess, maybe look into doing a streaming service like what you were talking about for movies like Netflix, and start selling IPs and properties and doing renegotiating
Well,
deals.
yeah, Sony actually put in a bid for Fox as well, yo.
Right. Because of that, because of the fact that
I don't know how though. I'm thinking Fox is worth more than what Sony is worth right now. I mean, how much is Sony stock worth for the whole company? 48 billion? Even less than that?
I want to say.
I don't know how the hell they was trying to bid for Fox, yo. I really don't.
I think it's 27 billion.
Look at that, 27 billion. How the fuck was they even trying to get Fox, yo? I mean, I don't understand that.
I think so. It might be lower.
That's retarded,
I think Nintendo is higher than
Fox is worth what? Honestly, twice what Sony's worth, man.
Right. I think Nintendo's
and then some.
Higher.
I think Nintendo's definitely higher, though, man. Trust me, Nintendo's definitely higher. And Microsoft is bigger than Nintendo and Sony. What, over $300 billion? Man, get the fuck out of here.
Well, Microsoft right now, they showed the quarters last month. They're at $720-something billion.
Well, the
What,
forecast.
700? Oh, that's right. That's right. Because they want to be the first $1 trillion company.
No, they're not going to beat. No, what's going to beat them to it? Amazon going to beat them to it.
No,
right,
I know. Yeah, we know Amazon's going to beat them to it. But still, those numbers is fucking ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, but it's forecast that they will hit they forecast they will be $1 trillion company. No longer than the end of the year. They will be $1 trillion
by the end of this year. That's what they're saying, predicting.
Out of the forecast, a lot of stuff came out the other day about how Xbox is making a buku lot of money for Microsoft. It's killing Windows. It's killing Office.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Thing about it,
but fucking ridiculous. I'm telling you, is that the Netflix of gaming, bro? Yep. People don't understand, man. They're looking at engagement, yo. And if you get 40 million people, you know what I'm saying? Just 40 million to buy Game Pass at $10 a month for 12 months, people. Do the math, yo. That's a large chunk of change at the end of the year, bro.
Yeah.
And then I get people saying this about Game Pass. I wanted to say before that. How many times you go get a subscription service? Like I say, I know a lot of people that done this, even with Amazon. I give you a month for free, and you don't cancel the day before. This is gonna hit your card.
Yeah, and that's the reason why Amazon Prime sells so much, because people get discounts on the stuff you buy from Amazon by getting Amazon Prime. Right, and not only that, but it has a streaming service with it. And you get discounts. Game Pass is doing the same thing. Yeah, you're getting discounts on the games and shit, and you can stream in order. Come on, man.
Some people don't pay attention. They're like, "Oh, it's only $10, only $15. I don't care. It's fine." And they just let it keep on, and that's how they keep rolling the dough. Almost like the whales with fucking free-to-play games. It's almost that same mentality.
Yeah,
it's like they took the formula from Netflix and Amazon, and they applied it to gaming.
Right.
All right, perfect example. Path Exile, right? It's free to play. You can run through the game without buying anything.
Right.
But when you do buy some, it's cosmetic. I gave them $40 for some cosmetic items. That's how much I liked the game. I wanted to get back to the developer. How many people that felt just like I did? Maybe somebody gave him 5, somebody gave him 10, somebody gave him 12, somebody gave him 100. That money adds up. I do the Ray Charles thing. When you start thinking pennies, you don't make no money. When you start making pennies and you turn into dollars, they turn into dollars. So Microsoft is, if you can get these people to buy, I don't care if you got people to buy Game Pass for 2 months, you're winning.
Yeah,
that's more money that you done already had already. Because then you still got your hardcores that's gonna buy your shit day one.
Less money, but more people, and it's gonna bring you more revenue,
dude. But right now, actually, that Game Pass thing is an option for me. Sorry about that. I actually cut you off.
No,
but that Game Pass is actually an option for me, 100. There's no saying, seeing my situation, I am Puerto Rico and whatnot. No, I'm saying I was not going to drop $60 on Sea of Thieves, but I'll be damn sure as well be more than happy to drop $10. No, I'm saying in order to play Sea of Thieves.
20 to have it for 2 or 3
But what if I do this? See, I was trying to say this to lady, this and that. It's like, say, your situation, right? Say I go on Xbox and I gift you 6 months.
Yep.
They winning because I just gift you 6 months, and then you sit there and you spread the word of mouth, and you sit there and it's like, man, look at this, what I got. I got this on Game Pass and this and this and that. And you don't tell nobody that you gifted, because you know what I'm saying, that you gifted, but you just sitting there like, I got this on Game Pass. Listen, this and this. I got all this and this and that. Then I'm getting State of Decay. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go this and that. And then somebody was sitting there, you was sitting, somebody like, oh, damn, that dude looks like it's good. Think about it. People shit on Sea of Thieves. How many motherfuckers is playing it? The whole fucking interweb.
Yeah.
But 100
Yeah, but wait, one moment, everybody. We got Kano back up in here. You know what I'm saying? I know he probably had to do something, which is all good. You know what I'm saying? But Kano, glad you back up in here and whatnot. We still talking about Game Pass. It's still a heated subject. But I want to get to your thoughts on DBZ, Dragon Ball Fighter Z and whatnot. Did you get the chance to get it? Did you play the beta? What were your thoughts? Overall impressions?
Yeah, I played the beta, but I didn't get a chance to like get it yet. You feel me? But first off, middle finger to Comcast. You feel me? That's why I'm switching over to AT&T Fiber.
Wow. Okay.
I'm switching over to AT&T Fiber starting Monday. Forget Comcast. You know what I mean? But yeah, from my experience of playing Dragon Ball Fighter Z from the beta perspective, to me it's fun as hell. I enjoy my time. It kind of reminds you of a mixture of Marvel's Capcom and Guilty Gears all rolled up to one big atmosphere. You feel me? And I definitely enjoy playing with the Goku. I like how the character, the graphic is just everything I like about the game. And when I do get it, I know first thing I'm diving into is the online experience. You know what I'm saying? More and more. You feel me? And hopefully, I'm hearing that the online competitor, the online capability for Xbox has been working, but Pony's server's been down for what minute now? So I don't know what to say to these ponies about this. But other than that, I recommend that game if you're really a Dragon Ball Z fan. I recommend that game. Play it. To me, it's better than Xenoverse 2 and all that. So
I thought it was.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's like I feel you on that, man. And there's a lot of fans that I know on Xbox. You know what I'm saying? J-Lon being one of them, when actually members of the DirectX show as well. And he's been playing the shit out of DBZ. All right. These guys have just been going ham since it released. And graphically, what do you think about the graphics, Kano? Does this actually look better than Guilty Gear? Because I remember, I think, was it Jay Barry or somebody that actually said that you could never do Guilty Gear on the Xbox One because the graphics were just that powerful. But yet DBZ looks better, in my opinion. What do you think?
Whoever said they got to hold that up, because that's not the case. That's just a fanboy just trying to say it because it's on their preferred platform. You did, but yes, it does look better than Guilty Gear, in my opinion. Like, it's breathtaking, especially on the X. You did. So, whoever says that is a lie. You did, and like I said, it's graphically impressive. The way how they do these grappling moves, the way that they do that Kamehameha waves and all that, it looks superb. So don't buy into what the fanboys that said that on that preferred platform over there, saying that. If you want to play the game for yourself, just test it out on your own preferred platform. Don't, I'm talking with everybody. Don't believe what the other fanboys talking about for their preferred platform. That's just a bunch of crap. You feel me? Just try it out for yourself. You dig? Tell our people that's listening in.
Yeah, that's just some fanboy shit, yo. I mean, because if you got a game like Injustice, how incredible Injustice 2 looks running on the Xbox. Come on, Injustice is light years ahead of what Dragon Ball Fighter Z and fucking Guilty Gear is putting out, you dude, literally, and it's running on the Xbox console like nothing. All right, like nothing. And DBZ right now is causing waves. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the online's a little broken. They need to fix up something with the online and whatnot. But we all know the icing on the cake this year for fighters is going to be Soul Calibur 6, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Soul Calibur 6. Now, you saw that trailer, right? I know you told me you saw that recent trailer, right?
I just finished looking at it again, and in my opinion, take my money, and I'm gonna be probably up for like a month. I'm gonna be growing a beard like Rick Ross and asking me where I been at. I just been on that Soul Calibur 6, man.
I'm kind of suspect on Soul Calibur 6.
Why is you suspect on Soul Calibur 6, man? I gotta hear this.
Because everybody look young, so they better give me a story where somehow the soul edge or something brought them back in time and start over. I need to know something.
No, it's in the past. It's not. I think it's still in the past, though.
I don't want the goddamn past. I want something. Give me a reason why you bringing my man. These people back, and it got to be a reason.
It got to be no reason, yo. Let's just say that
reboot.
From 3 to 4 and 5, none of that shit happened. All right, because the 4 and the 5 especially pissed me off, man. Know what I'm saying? And the 3 to a certain degree, because they changed the mechanics from the 1 and the 2. The 2 was the crowning achievement of Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur 260 frames per second. You know what I'm saying? You was able to counter, make the character slide to the side. I mean, the combos was just fluid.
Yeah,
and the 4 and the 5, 30 frames per second. And then you had those lunge moves where if you missed, that was your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You couldn't counter right. You couldn't do none of the stuff that you did from the 2. So that's why they went back to the 2.
You know,
and they went back to the characters that people liked.
It better not be no Tekken. It better not be no motherfucking Tekken. I'm clowning.
Tekken 7 was dope, man. What was wrong with
where
Tekken 7?
the fucking DLC at?
No, now you're talking DLC though, man. We're talking about the game, honey.
Okay, what Tekken it done? Tekken to put in when you get low that you can actually make a counter, really a super if you know how to pull it off to get you back in the game.
Rage mode.
That's what that shit looks like. Where you get down.
It's still in this Soul Calibur 6 though. They still got the supers in there that they put in the 4 and the 5.
Yeah, so can you pull off them supers or you gotta wait to pull off them supers?
No, you can pull off the supers. They actually showed a new trailer 100 where they actually show Kilik. You know what I'm saying? Which was a character everybody wanted back. They ain't like that fucking, what is it, Monkey King clone that they had in the last Soul Calibur. That dumbass fuck. I don't know what the fuck that character was called. But he was garbage next to Kilik. All right? You know what I'm saying? And they finally brought Shang Fa back. They ain't have that fucking clone that was in the last one. You know what I'm saying? That's why the last game actually turned off a lot of people. Because they gave you basically the same characters, but they was called something else. Even the girl that was Tacky, that played like Tacky and whatnot, she was called something else. Had some of her moves changed. But dude, at the end of the day, it's still Tacky, dude. So they're bringing it back to the essence, and now you also got Nightmare up in there, bro. You know how lethal Nightmare was? Yo, I had chills just by watching the gameplay.
Yeah, but that's C-Free. We know he got Sword Edge.
You know what I think it is? I think 100 is the character that he want to spawn on there. He want to spawn on that game.
Yeah, dude, that's what it is, man. Probably you want to spawn.
Yeah, you know, I killed with Spawn. I was my man Spawn because you know I could go, do that zone.
Yo, dude. On Soul Calibur, I'll body you with any character.
Yeah, but see, I like Rishu. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I like that. I like
Mitsurugi.
I like Mitsurugi. Shit, who else I was kind of pretty cool.
Shit,
like I said, Freak. I was Maxi. Maxi. I don't. That ain't fair, with Maxi, because you can just go through a 3-button combo and knock the shit out of somebody and push their ass out the ring. Like I said, I forgot I was playing about like 6 months ago.
The person you playing doesn't know how to play, but like with the mechanics from the 2,
they don't know how to move to the side.
I'll actually counter your ass and lunge you to the side, grab your ass and throw you out the ring.
Yeah, see, people don't know about that's.
And I'm sure Kano would do the same thing because Kano be playing fighters.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
No, Kano be trying to push your ass. He wants you to block, so he can push your ass and then grab your ass. And
exactly, dude. That's exactly what you do. Once you see they blocking, right, Kano, you just grab their ass and come over here, motherfucker.
Yeah, all you gotta do is study your opponent. Once you study your opponent, you get him in the heartbeat.
Yeah, but see, everybody grab even like he say, like his Spawn, because me and him play with Spawn. But see, Spawn don't throw you. Spawn throws you up in the air.
Spawn got the power is. That's what it is.
Yeah, he makes you gotta juggle you. He don't have one that's gonna really push you. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of them push you. Like Maxi will push you. Even if your super with Maxi, it's gonna push you. I'm over here talking technical. You're gonna lose like 4 frames. I've been with this frame shit.
Yo, I'm gonna say it right now. Fighting game of the year is gonna be Soul Calibur 6, bro.
Yeah, it will be.
Hey, y'all seen that
I don't know what that Dragon Ball just dropping. I don't know.
It's gonna be one of those.
Dragon Ball. Come on, man. We talking Soul Calibur, bro. 60 frames per second, man. Come on, man.
Hey, what about Marvel Champions? You don't think that can get no running in now?
Marvel Champions. What's that? That's that mobile game.
No. Yeah.
That's that mobile game.
Yo, that mobile game ain't going nowhere. Why? Want to know why? Those games will never get nominated because those is pay to win titles.
Yeah,
right. They pay to win.
You
know what I'm saying? So you don't get the enjoyment just from dropping $60 on it. You know what I'm saying? You actually constantly putting in money. At the end of the day, when you're finished playing with it, Oh damn! I done wasted $500 on this stupid ass fucking cell phone game.
We need to give Sega Forever's opinion because Sega Forever, we were playing Virtual Fighter last week, and that boy has got some work trying to act all innocent over there. He be playing the fighters.
Yeah, I think I bodied everybody in Virtua Fighter, but I'm just saying.
See, there you go.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good though. But yeah, Sega Forever, man. What are your opinions on Soul Calibur 6, man?
Oh yeah, dude, I love the Soul Calibur series, man. I can't wait for it to come out. That game's bomb, dude. It looks good. It looks really good.
Did you get to see the recent trailer where they showed off the 4 new characters?
No, not the recent one.
Dude, sick. It's like a 3-minute trailer, bro. They had Nightmare, Kalik, Shang-Fa, and they actually showed one new dude. He was called Gao Grow. I don't know what the fuck he was called, but he was called something with a G. All right, and he had like a double-edged sword, right? Some shit like that, Kano, right? It was like a double-edged lance or some shit.
I think he I think he got sword edge. I think he gonna end up getting sword edge, or he might be the
Dude,
first one
I think it's Kalik as well, yo, because Kalik just he went fucking Super Saiyan mode at the end of the fucking trailer and fucking did some shit where he jumped up in the air and fucking, yo, the shit just looked sick, yo. It just looked sick, man. Y'all need to check out that trailer if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I think he gets sword. I think he gets sword edge, like how Siegfried ended up turning into Nightmare. I think he gets it. So that's
from what I'm hearing is that new character that they showed at the beginning of the trailer versus Kalik.
No, I think
the story's going to revolve around those two characters.
No, I think that is him, but he got sword edge. That's
nah. They showed Kalik go Super Saiyan mode at the end. It's two different dudes, man.
Yeah, but then Siegfried had the same thing too, and all of them. He had the same thing too. He could turn to it down with that man. Get that smash down. He could do that. I think that is he gonna have. So maybe he went back in time and tried to take everybody ass out so he could beat him because he knew he couldn't beat Nightmare. He couldn't beat what was that? Where my man at? His name right now. I've been drinking a little bit. Cervantes. Cervantes had it first. Cervantes had it first before Nightmare.
Cervantes was the man.
That's going to be some interesting shit regardless, man.
I hope, like I said, I hope the story say somebody took Sword Edge and they knew how to go back in time and they went back to the
I like the story mode for Tekken 7. So as long as they bring that type of production values to Soul Calibur 6, which so far it's exceeding Tekken to me. You know what I'm saying? The mechanics, the fluidity and everything. I think it's just a step above Tekken.
Do y'all even know the plot to 6 yet? Do y'all know the plot of it?
Nobody know the plot.
Actually, I know it revolves around that new character that's at the beginning of the trailer, the last trailer, and Kalik. All right.
I'm about to read this out to y'all right quick. It says it takes place during the 16th century and revisit the events for the first Soul Calibur game to uncover hidden truths. So it sounds like it's kind of like revisiting the first one, like a little bit. I think after the first, like it could be a prequel.
That's what's up. Yeah. That's actually cool, man.
Yeah, but if it's a prequel, how in the hell Nightmare get something? Nightmare didn't have it at first. Cervantes had it at first.
No, Nightmare in the first game was that. Nightmare was in the first game, bro.
Yeah, but Nightmare had Soul Edge, but you forgot that he took that from Cervantes.
Yeah, but remember, we're talking from the first Soul Calibur. Remember, Cervantes had Soul Edge with the game Soul Blade. Remember, it was called something else before. Yeah. And in the arcades, it was Soul Edge.
Yeah,
but for Soul Calibur, that's when Cervantes had it.
Yeah, the first one was called Soul Blade.
They gonna have to explain that shit.
Yo, there's this YouTuber called History of the Warrior. All right, and he actually breaks down each one of the characters in Soul Calibur and lets you know. Like as far as Kalik, he actually put out a video on Kalik like a week before the last trailer dropped. And Kalik, those beads that he has around him, he has to wear them because if not, the demon gets unleashed. There's a demon inside of Kalik. And that's the reason he went Super Saiyan mode at the end of the trailer, because the beads weren't on him. All right, so we're going to see some shit that's bugged out. And that History of the Warrior, for people listening, y'all need to check out that channel if y'all big on fighting games, because this dude breaks every character down in Soul Calibur and lets you know their complete history and everything that's involved with these characters. It's just dope, man. It's like, so Hebot, what are your thoughts on Soul Calibur 6, man?
And Dragon Fighter Z, right? That's what you said.
Well, I didn't say Dragon Fighter Z, but yeah, your overall thoughts on both of them. Fuck it.
Well, the Dragon Ball Fighter Z, as far as if you're gonna be comparing it to like Blaze Blue, because I have Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear, I think graphically it has the edge because they really went with like a lot of slapstick comedy and exaggeration before you're fighting or during when you do some of the superpower moves and afterwards. But as far as the overall look, they're very similar. Obviously, with the X, you got cleaner edges, less like better anti-aliasing, I guess. The backgrounds and the draw distance look phenomenal. I believe on the Xbox One X, it's a steady 60 frames, not only in the backdrop, but even in the animations a little bit higher. But according to Digital Foundry, they said that they lowered the animations to like 15 and 7 frames per second as a gimmick technique to make it look more like an animation. Like, I don't know if it was them damage controlling or if that's actually a truthful thing, because I don't really see how that is, but because that's what I think. No,
I can understand if they want to be consistent with what the anime looks like and the fluidity that the anime has, because it looks anime perfect, yo.
Oh, yeah.
For any DBZ fan, yo, that's just like DBZ fucking eye candy.
Yeah, and the thing is, I like it because the other ones were 3D, even though they're awesome, and some of them are really good. Like some of the ones like Xenoverse that I've seen, I've never really played them a lot, but this one, since it's 2D fighter, it's more appealing to me because I like stuff like Street Fighter, and that's obviously what I grew up with.
Yeah, it's a straight up fighter.
Right, in the 2D genre, especially in space. It looks phenomenal, and I gotta be honest, somebody was nice enough in my Facebook group that I participate in, that I'm part of. They basically gave it to me for $25.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Brand new. So I ordered it and got it from them, brand new, and it's coming home, to my home physically. I have it by Tuesday, so I'll be able to get in there and play it with you guys too if I want. But he gave it to me for a nice deal, because he had a deal, and so he couldn't use it because he already had it. So he offered it to me and told me, well, you can have it. Just give me the 25, and it's brand new. And then I'm getting a Funko Pop with it and everything of Trunks is called.
Yeah, Trunks.
Trunks.
Well, how everybody getting all this goddamn free content? Can I get some? Well, give me
No, I can't fight, yo. That's nice though, man. I can't fight. That is a good fucking deal, bro.
We got nice people in our community, 100. We got a lot of.
They need a nice me some. I'm just a $1,000. I ain't said I was $1,000, millionaire, trillionaire. I'm a $1,000. Just moved up from a poor man. Mega get some shit. The other day, motherfucker gave Mega everything. That's I said, what the fuck?
Oh my Lord, jeez.
How you get this shit? You's a bum. But see, that's the case, Mega.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
I don't get blessed with shit.
But Soul Calibur, I'm gonna tell you the truth. This new Soul Calibur, I don't like the graphics too much, but I think it's just because it's in beta form. Because supposedly my son told me it is Unreal Engine 4.
You don't like the graphics? No, it looks better than the last one.
Yeah, no, I don't see a lot of detail in the background, mainly only the characters.
Are you talking about the style? The style overall style?
Yeah, the style of it. But I think it's because it's still early. In its inception, I think it's still early in the creation of it. Rather,
yeah.
But but what I will say is this: it's gonna be a lot like the Dreamcast Soul Calibur, which is 2, I believe, right?
Yeah, Soul Calibur 2.
It feels like it's gonna be like Soul Calibur 1 on Dreamcast and that style. Because the characters, obviously Nightmare. We got Maxi, Khalik. Cervante. What's the other guy with the ponytail? I forget his name. Samurai?
Mitsurugi.
Yeah, he looks fucking dope. I love Mitsurugi. Maxi is awesome too. But I did notice they put some power moves or something, right?
No, actually, that was there. The last 2 iterations, the Soul Calibur 4 and then Soul Calibur 5, they actually added in supers. All right. But what they're doing is implementing the supers along with the mechanics of Soul Calibur 2. All right. So Soul
that
Calibur 2 had
that
like
was
the
in the
best
other-
fluid sword combat ever. And now they're
So that
bringing
was
it
in
back
the-
to the essence, but still keeping in the supers. And they added like a Tekken last gas move, which is actually a
well, you know
mechanic
what they're
taken
gonna
from Tekken 7. As a matter of fact,
You know what they're
the
gonna do with-
producer of the
with the
game
Xbox
is the
version?
producer of Tekken 7.
Okay, but you know what they're gonna do with the new one? What they're gonna do with the new one is probably when you buy it, you're gonna get either having 4 free for X. No, 4 was exclusive to PS3, I think, or PS2.
I don't know, man. I know the last game we had Ezio from
Right,
Assassin's
the one
Creed.
that had Yoda. Yeah, the one that had Yoda and stuff.
Well, that was actually the 4 that had Yoda, Vader. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll probably get those free backwards compatible when 6 come out for Xbox. Since we have the backwards
I don't know about all that. I mean, you don't need to bring in no
five
Star Wars caliber, no Star Wars character to Soul Calibur. I just rather that they
I
bring
know,
a lot
but
of the
I'm
old
saying-
characters back.
Bring some old characters
Go
and
ahead.
some new ones.
Yeah, and some new ones,
Yeah.
definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? And like steer
and
away
besides-
from some of the missteps that they did with previous characters. Like remember in the last
Mm-hmm.
2 games, you had that girl with the sword, with the short sword and the long staff combo and shit. Yo, she played like ass, yo. You know what I'm saying? And then you had that other dude that had that floating glyph next to him, that floating glyph used to come out and hit you.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that dude,
I like
Azrael
that
or
chick,
Azazel,
Poison
whatever.
Ivy.
No, Sassalamel. Sassalamel, that fucking, he had fucking reach for days with that fucking long ass sickle. I'm like, dude, man, there's like, those are like mechanics that feel broken to me.
Right. I like Poison Ivy. She was dope. The one with that sword that
Ivy?
extended.
Yeah, not
So
Poison
with-
Ivy.
Ivy.
Poison Ivy's a justice, but yeah, Ivy.
Yeah. Ivy.
See, there's one thing I need to bring up about Ivy. Have y'all noticed? I know you must have noticed this, Kano. I'm not sure if everybody else here, but did y'all notice this girl's bust size in the last game? She had jugs for days,
Wow.
bro. It was like that. Them shits was like 5 times larger than the last time we saw Ivy. I'm like, good lord, man, does this girl's breast get any fucking bigger? It's like they was bigger than her ass, yo. You look at the rack and shit that she has, yo. That shit fucking outdoes her ass, yo. I'm like, god damn, man.
I forgot that Soul Calibur 3 was exclusive to PlayStation. It was just like
Yeah, it
Virtua Fighter
was.
4 was only exclusive to PlayStation. That was honest.
Oh well, man, but they noticed the mishap they did because they actually didn't sell a lot of copies of the 3. That's why the 4 came out on Xbox. You know what I'm saying? They weren't that stupid to do that mistake again. They probably had bought the exclusivity during that era. You know what I'm saying? Just like they did with the Tomb Raiders of the past. You know what I'm saying? Tomb Raider 2, Tomb Raider 3, Angel of Darkness. You know, but when Angel of Darkness ain't sell anything, what happened? It went multi-plat. All right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, at the end of the day, third-party companies and shit, they'll do an exclusive if the game sells a lot. And now they're talking about Persona 6?
Yeah, they're doing a
Possibly
survey.
going multi-plat? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they're
I
doing
mean,
a survey.
I think Kana was talking to me about that this morning. Kana, what was all that stuff about Persona, man?
Yeah, like what he about to say, it's like a survey for it, but Persona 5 is sold, but I'm hearing it ain't sell all that well for the PS4, but that's why they're doing it for it to come to the all consoles and stuff like that. So y'all gonna see a Persona 6 multi-plat. Watch, y'all gonna hear
Yeah,
them.
but they was talking like for PC. They said for I forgot what other platforms they mentioned, and they said other consoles. I was like, okay.
Well, there's only one. There's Xbox. I mean, they didn't even
Well, I
mention
guess in the Nintendo Switch, though. Know what I'm saying? So.
No, yeah, they mentioned Switch and PC. The survey said,
yeah, Switch and PC
would you
and
like to
other
see
platforms. I'm like, dude, why don't they just say Xbox, man? But yeah, I was like, who the fuck wrote this shit, yo? It's like, how many other consoles is there? Is there Neo Geo out and Atari? Damn.
Right. They were like, just if you'd like to see Persona 6 other than Switch, PC, and PS4 on another platform, do the survey. And the other platform is Xbox. So I'm like, damn, they can't even say the name of Xbox. These racist Japanese motherfuckers. And then if we say Jap, using it as an abbreviation, we're the racist people.
It's right here on Reddit, right here.
Dude, man, some people are just stupid in the community. They just want to make an issue out of something stupid. All right, yeah, I need to grow the fuck up, man. I'm gonna let you guys know right now, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember when Crap Gamer and shit talked about rice cookers and rice eaters and all that shit. Motherfuckers threw a tissy fit. Oh, he's racist, motherfucker. I eat rice and I'm Puerto Rican. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, I just fucking laughed. I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But yet motherfuckers take it literally and shit. And then what's the big deal, yo? The first thing Sony ever did was a fucking rice cooker. Look it up, people.
Right.
It ain't fucking I mean, dude, it's just a common sense, yo. You get all these petty motherfuckers in the fucking gaming community and whatnot that act like little fucking infant children and shit. You know what I'm saying? You slander a game. Oh, I don't like that game and whatnot because it doesn't do this for me. And these motherfuckers, like, they want to take it to the next level. Oh, you a piece of shit. Yo, I'm actually go fucking call your job and shit and start fucking talking shit to your boss. It's like, that's how petty these dudes get, man. It's like, dude, y'all need to just stop that, man. This is just gaming, yo. Just fucking, if you like it, you don't like it. Fine. It's your opinion.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? People can tell me, it's like, oh, I don't like Halo. I'm like, so? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't like Destiny. I'm like, so? I love Destiny, yo. That's mine. You know, if you don't want to play it, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to stop me from enjoying Destiny just because somebody else is talking shit about Destiny. Come on, man.
Right.
But there's so much pettiness in the community now, man. You know what I'm saying? People acting stupid over so much fucking stupid shit, yo.
Yo,
I'm saying, let me go with you real quick. As a matter of fact, yeah, Kano, what are your thoughts on all this pettiness going on, man? Over stupid shit.
Nah, you know, it's funny. I was talking to Triple Cup about this. Like, this year, honestly, it's going to be the year of more drama and beef. You're going to see the usual suspects going at each other, and it's going to escalate to be some of that ain't serious over their preferred platform. So it's really nothing new. The real ones that's not worried about none of this bullshit that going on, going to keep, you know, making moves and playing these games and then living life. The ones that's being petty and on that negativity, they're the ones that's miserable with their life, and they ain't gonna change to better themselves. I feel like with them, you know, they just left in the curve, and real ones gonna move farther in life. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking from personal experience. But as far as us as gamers, real gamers that play games, we ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about the petty people. We gonna keep playing games and doing what we doing regardless. You hear me?
Exactly, yo. That's what's up, man. Yo, Triple Cup. What are your thoughts on all this pettiness going on around nowadays, man? Do you think people really have a basis for it, or they just fucking, I don't know, dumbasses at heart?
They just petty. I mean, it's just people people are always gonna try to find the drama. You know, that's why you got the Basketball Wives and the other TV shows. You got the Maury's, which is stuff like that. And a lot of people got a lot of those tendencies, and you got to think about it too. Like the soap operas stopped coming on, so this the new form of a soap opera, I guess. You know, the stay-at-home wives, you know, from back in the '80s. You know, always watch the soap operas. Now this is their soap opera, so that's why they try to stick with the pettiness and the foolishness. Sometimes it be so unbelievable, you be like, he got to be joking, and then when you find out he really feels like this here. It's like mind blowing some of the times, like, you know, like petty times 10, and it's crazy because I try to stay out of the lane. I mean, I like to joke and clown and have fun, you know, good time. You know, I like chilling with my people. It's just fun and games for me, you know. And I like to enjoy it. But when I be hearing these petty people doing petty stuff, and they really get involved into being petty, that's a shameful God.
And then they sticking their nose into people's business. They ain't got nothing to do with them.
Exactly, dude. Then you start talking about people's family lives and everything. It's like, dude, really? Are you that petty, man? Do you feel that small inside, man? Really? I mean, yo, Sega forever, man. I know you've seen it. You've been in the gaming industry for a minute and whatnot, and you've seen a lot of the pettiness going on. Do you think there's actually they actually have a stable foot to stand on with all this pettiness, or is they just acting stupid?
Oh man, it's just too many games to play, man, to be worried about, you know, what other people are doing. And so if you're worried about what other people are doing, man, then you probably don't game. You're not a real gamer. That's the way I look at it. It's like, you know, we just talked about Game Pass, man. I mean, I have it, dude. There's like so much stuff I could be doing rather than dealing with this kind of stuff, man. I mean, I did a video on my channel talking about the console war stuff to get it off my chest. But other than that, man, everybody just stay in their lane, man, and they do that. But, you know, people like the drama, like Triple Cup was saying, man. And then some of them do it for clicks and all that kind of stuff as well. So, you know.
Yeah. Because if it's not drama and whatnot, they figure that nobody will actually listen to their content and whatnot. It has to be about drama. know what I'm saying? It can't just be about gaming because nobody wants to know about gaming nowadays. Come on, that's bullshit. Look at all them fucking channels on YouTube that's about gaming, strictly gaming. You know what I'm saying? Dudes fucking just basically streaming stuff and whatnot. That's why Mixer and Twitch have grown so huge. People just want to see people play games. That's it.
Yep.
Nobody really wants to hear the drama. Know what I'm saying? That's just a small minority and whatnot. Know what I'm saying? If we think about this giant industry that is for gaming. Now, let's go with you, Heapot. Or no, as a matter of fact, but we'll get to you in a second, Heapot. 100. What are your thoughts on all this pettiness going on, bro?
Everybody want to clickbait. They need something, man. They need something to talk about. You know, it's the beginning of the year. Like, I ain't never saw it this so fucked up with mom. Oh, this person is making CFDs. I mean, making Fable. I don't give a fuck. It's called wait to fucking E3. I don't want to hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. That's just me. I don't want to hear it. But if you want to do it, it's my choice. I have the options to listen to it. I have the options to not listen to it. But the pettiness comes from people that's trying. It's you just don't know. I don't give a fuck if you got 150 subscribers. Some people are jealous at your ass. You got the 150 and people listen to you and you said that certain you made that certain content and you beat them to it. You know, I mean, I told people you gotta keep feelings out of this shit sometime too. Do what you do and just get off the interweb. Sometimes you need a break.
Yeah.
You need a break.
Get off the Twitter, man, and stop fucking beating up Twitter all the time.
I put this way. I can't sit there. My old lady get mad at me. Why you didn't text me? I don't like the text and I went to sleep. You didn't answer the phone.
Wow.
You text for business, that's business. But this ain't business. I'm just, that's how the world is now. The world is sensitive. I come from the 80s, the late 90s, the late 70s, the early 80s. Or you said something everybody didn't take offense of. Like I said, we had a situation where somebody used crap jab, where they use the shit, what is shit called?
What, jab crap?
I didn't take no offense of it because I knew he was talking to me. He wasn't talking about a race. I have said it myself. And I didn't have.
He was talking about a certain type of game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I did not.
And not all Japanese games, because obviously the person that actually said it plays a lot of Japanese games. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
it's just the shovelware. Know what I'm saying? I understood it.
Yeah. My thing is I didn't see that it was, but when you got these trolling motherfuckers out there, they're gonna take it that way and they're gonna turn into that direction. Because I admitted to both people. I said it before. It's on wax. You know what I'm saying? It's on wax. I said it, but y'all ain't come jump on me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about either a game, a console, or a product. Well, using the word Jap is racist. Now, if you come to me and say if it's racist to you, I can respect you and I won't say it around you. Not mean I'm not going to say it anymore. Because I don't feel like it's right. Because especially if you're not from that descent. Now, if you were somebody from that descent and say, hey, man, and I'm friends with them, say, man, that felt like this kind of racist to me. That's a different story. But don't go run with it and you keep on beating people. See, that's why I say it's easy for us to tear somebody down, but it's not that easy for building somebody up. Now, my situation where I would have handled it was, hey, I feel that it's racist. You shouldn't say them type of things, so because you never know. You're setting yourself up for failure because you know how the interweb is these days. That's why I had to handle it. I wouldn't sit there and beat the motherfucking boy down. You know what I'm saying? They didn't go beat down motherfucking Heapot. He said the same shit too that same day I found out. They ain't say nothing. Heapot came and say, hey, if it hurts your feelings, I won't say it. Did you get that, man? Now, I don't know what happened on other motherfucking social media sites because I ain't on them. And like I said, I don't give two. That's not my fight to fight. But at the end of the day is you can't be sensitive on certain stuff. I have had Caucasian people come in my parties. What's up, my niggas? What's up with you, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I actually have said, what's up, man? This is my man. Hey, that's my... He didn't know he was an Arab, but that's my said nigga. Didn't know. But
yo, I remember that one.
I have done that before myself, but the person didn't take it because he knew the movie we got it off of. We cracking jokes.
Yo, but he did sound Caucasian as a motherfucker. I remember we was tripping the fuck out. I was like, "You Arab?" He's like, "Yeah, bro." I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. Didn't take no offense of it because he wasn't no offense because I'm saying it off the movie Casino. I was just using it. I'm not saying all people. I was just using it as a joke. That's how you can be around certain people. I can go get a certain group of people and they say so. It does not bother me. You know what I'm saying? But where your ass was at when I get on the interweb and they say I'm gonna kill you and my son. I don't see where the motherfucking public police at, the politically correct police at.
Yeah.
Where they ass is at. I don't need your help because I can fight my own battles, but I don't see you putting up that battle. Well, this person, that's what thinking about is. And you know what? I actually said this to my girl when everything went down. I said, what if I said the word Jap crap? How you feel? She said, I'm thinking you talking about like a Sony TV or something like that. That's how she felt. And she's not into no gaming. She didn't feel no racist, nothing. She's like, you know what I'm saying?
That was good.
That's why those petty niggas hate that, though, man. That's why those petty motherfuckers hate that shit, bro.
She hate the world of gaming. When I said, "Hey," I'm like, man, what if I said that? You know what? I dislike the draft. She said, "Oh, you talking about a Sony, a Samsung TV, and all that? That shit blew out on you."
Samsung is good though, man. I'm sorry though, man. Samsung is good.
Yeah, but no, that was he felt. That's what she felt like it was electronic.
No, but Samsung ain't Japanese either. That's Korean.
Yeah, but she didn't feel like that wasn't like I was going after a race. And she's not into electronics and stuff like that. She felt it had to do. I'm mad about electronics because she know I'm into electronics. I ain't talking about no race. I ain't going around beating up Japanese people, Chinese people. That's racism. I'm not sitting there putting nobody down. I'm not sitting there having pictures of somebody hanging somebody. Come on. And then I'm gonna tell people, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. All of us got a little racism in them because this is how we grew up.
Yeah,
got a little bit of it. Like I said, how many times you drove?
I mean, I remember one time when I was in the military.
White boy, and you ain't racist. He cut your ass off in the range. You dumbass Mexican, dumbass. I done did it to my own kind. You dumbass dark skinned punk. You know what I'm saying? Why you cutting in front of me, man? You all got something in us, but they don't want to admit that on the wood. You know
I had motherfuckers call me Mexican and shit. I be correcting them though, yo, bro. I ain't Mexican.
No,
I ain't got nothing against Mexicans either. Some of them is my closest homeboys. I was like, yo, it's Puerto Rican. Yeah. Just to correct you, know what I'm saying?
I get called Mexican all the time. I go to my Mexican restaurant. Come and see how much. I see. And I get the pollo, and then they start talking to me some other shit. You know, I had Spanish for 2-3 years, and you know, something, the basics. I don't even count to 100.
Well, actually, you had me tripping earlier on that tweet, though, man. Just before we started the show, I was like, yo, I need half an hour. I got company. He was like, oh, yeah, well, I'm going to Pollo Loco. I was like, all right.
That's a restaurant out here. It's called El Pollo Loco. It's called El Pollo Loco.
I'm going to Pollo Loco.
No, that's a restaurant out here. Real shit. That's a restaurant out here called El Pollo Loco. That's a real restaurant.
No, I believe you, bro. I ain't saying nothing, man. I'm just saying it just to trust me out.
Translation, honey. Translation. Crazy chicken.
Yeah, so that's where I'm rolling. I'm rolling too because I got, I had house guests over here. Like, can you go to El Pollo Loco? Like, damn. Well, shoot, I know. Let me go get them like that because I was like, I'm not ready to cook. If I would have known because, I would have cooked earlier, but I didn't. So but nobody said nobody racist and stuff like that. Come on, see, think about it. People gotta understand. We live in an open world. You know what I'm saying? And they gotta understand you can't take all this shit so fucking serious.
I know.
Quit taking it serious, and quit bringing personal shit into gaming. Gaming is a whole different level. When I get on gaming, I don't want to hear about no. Did you know such and such said about? I give 2 fucks. You want to play this game or not? We're playing Sea of Thieves. You want to get down and lay down. What you want to do? I don't want to hear about that shit. Ill crap gamer said this. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and if I like it, I'm gonna give him a like. It's like, yeah, they should just play their games, yo. Now I I know you've seen all the drama with the pettiness going on as well, man.
I'm part of that shit. I get attacked.
I know you're tired of it. I know. But it's something that needs to be brought up in discussion, yo. So, what are your overall impressions of all this pettiness going on in the gaming industry?
Okay, well, look.
Or in these YouTube streets, better said.
In these YouTube streets, like everything that I talk about, I always try to bring logic, right? Logic. And the logic is this. Most of us that grew up like in my era, like you, me, Bone, and Forever, you know, because Kano's a little younger, obviously, and I don't know if I think Triple Cup's younger too, right?
No, Triple Cup is probably from my era too. The youngest one here is Kano. Yeah, because J-Long ain't here.
Right, you're younger. You're in the 40s, 30s, around that range, Triple Cup or no?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So okay.
I'm the youngest one in this podcast right now.
Yeah, well, that's why you're the real. That's why you're the
real young Kano, yo. The name speaks for itself.
Here's the problem. It's like kind of like the problem we have now with these women, right? That some of them, officially are popping out with accusations of things that happened to them, but that are official, that are legitimate, that they're 100% legitimate, and it's okay, it's good, because these people have rights, and they got violated, and they have every right in the world to get justice. They do. But when somebody goes, "Oh, it was consensual," but now that I think about it, I was still kind of young, so he kind of tricked me into it. Yeah, he raped me. That's when I have a fucking problem with it. Because how can you make something consensual and then said because of your age, you're going to cop out and say, yeah, that's why he convinced you? Listen, that was 25 years ago. Cut the fucking bullshit out.
Yeah, okay? And who opened her legs?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because Lupita Nyong'o, she ended up being in the room with old dude, and she was like, He's like, "Oh, well, you can't be in the next movie." She's like, "Well, guess what? I won't be in the next movie."
Right.
And she stuck.
Exactly. The problem is us. We came from a time that we stemmed that our parents taught us to be, you know, or in most cases, if it wasn't our parents, it was our uncles. If it wasn't our uncles, it was our grandmamas. If it wasn't our grandmamas, it was the streets. We grew up in the streets. Man, we're the first evidence and proof of what racism is. Okay? Because only Puerto Ricans and blacks got along back in the day in the 70s and the 80s. And that's a fucking fact.
Well, actually, 80s.
Okay?
80s.
Right.
Because in the 70s, there was a lot of fighting going down in New York between Puerto Ricans and blacks.
I know.
Then after that, when it went into the 80s, that's when black people were saying, yo, don't fuck with them Puerto Ricans, yo. It was like, why? Because they're going to go out and get their 30 cousins and shit. Fuck that. I ain't fucking with them.
So, you know, but we understood what racism means. We're the epitome of what that means. We know what real racism means. When somebody says Jap, you really know they're either talking about a product that they make or a game that they make. Now, am I insensitive to other people's feelings? Say, please don't use that word. No. If you're respectful and tell to me, like, shout outs to Luca, she said to me, okay, you know, it's just I don't really like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I was like, well, sweetie, look, I won't use it. I get it. You don't like it? I apologize. I'm sorry if I offended you. But she did it respectfully. Now, when you got people attacking, oh, this motherfucker racist, this and that, when you don't even know me from, you know, a shit hair out of a dime or whatever the case may be, then that's when I have a problem, because you're making judgment about me, moving the goalpost, making it seem like I'm doing something else or I'm referencing something else, kind of like what they did with T Reaper. But the problem with T Reaper is a fucking clown. He doesn't know how to stop trolling, and he doesn't know how to stop trying to make things into a joke. And so what he does is he makes it seem like he doesn't give two fucks, and people take him really personal. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's the problem. When the kid, if anybody really talks to him and see how he is, you know something's not always right with the kid. I'm not saying he's slow or he's retarded. I'm just saying something's not right with him. He doesn't mean no harm, in other words, is what I'm trying to say. But I do, right, like something might not be all there. But we don't know his situation, living wise. Like, we don't know if it's because maybe the way he was brought up. We don't know if he ever got raped when he was little. We don't know. We don't know the guy. We don't know him like that. I'm giving you an example, because shit like that.
And it was a Japanese man. No, I'm just playing.
Wow, right. I'm just saying, because these type of things happen to people and it fucks them up mentally and for the rest of their lives. It really does. So
no, but if he was Japanese, he didn't feel it. No, I'm just playing.
You stop. So you know, the point I'm saying is that, you know, I get it when people get offended, but if they ask you, you know, in a respectful manner, listen, you know, I don't really feel comfortable, fine. But it's true. There's just with that social justice movement, with social media, it's too much fucking sensitive people. Like, you can tell when somebody's trying to be deliberately racist. You can really tell. And you could also tell when somebody's just trying to be a fucking dick to joke around. You see what I'm saying? You can just tell by the way they're saying it. Like, okay, like Reaper's comment. And I'm trying to reiterate to me and ask him, he goes, why do all Japanese games are walking simulators on PlayStation? What's the problem? Japanese people don't know how to walk? It's the stupidest joke ever. But you could tell he was just trying to joke.
Yeah, he was clowning.
What made it worse was because he kept trying to fix it, but because he doesn't know how to stop trolling when he talks and be like a clown, he made it worse. So I'm like, oh my God, just be quiet, T Reaper, be quiet. You're making it worse. So, you know, I talked to him and I told him, look, this, that. But I told him, look, you got to understand we don't live in this world.
See, but he needed to correct himself. Is that not that they don't know how to walk? Is that's all they do is walk?
Oh my God!
He still made it worse on himself.
Y'all see the way the streets be filled in Tokyo, man? Them streets be crowded, and the trains they be pushing. They got dudes like ushers that push the people inside the train. All right.
Well, you know, well, it's true. But look, this is what I'm saying. And you know what gets me mad? You know what gets me mad? Sega Forever can vouch for me because he knows he's a military man. He's been around the world. He knows, okay? And a lot of other people probably know that are in the military is what they can vouch. You know, the Japanese people are very nationalist, and they're probably one of the few liberally open nationality that are open about racism. Like, they'll let you know we're racist and we don't care. You see what I'm saying? And you know, Kalani, because you were in the military. You traveled.
Yeah, but they're racist more against Asian people. You know what I'm saying? Because, for example, I'm going to bring up Ghost in the Shell. You know what I'm saying? In the U.S., they brought up whitewashing, right, with Scarlett Johansson. Meanwhile, the actual director of Ghost in the Shell was on set overlooking everything, and he loved the movie. And in Japan, the reviews, it reviewed higher than the original anime film of Ghost in the Shell in Japan. And when they asked the Japanese people in the streets, what do you think about Scarlett Johansson playing Motoko? They was like, she's perfect. It's better for an American to do it than another Asian that's not Japanese. Right. So they're racist against Asian people.
It wasn't
in general.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, the Chinese don't like the Japanese don't like the Vietnamese.
Exactly. They don't like the Koreans. They don't like the I'm serious, man. That's the way they get down.
Hey, I was about to say a comment, but I'm gonna leave that one to myself because I ain't about to get the heat over.
Yo, if you're gonna clown, you can clown, bro. I was saying I was clowning a little bit.
But here's the thing. Even the character of Motoko in the movie, the way they did it with respect because she was white, but they explained to you that her spirit of the way she was created,
her brain is inside a shell.
Was a Japanese chick, right? And they did it with respect. They weren't trying to disrespect you. They even show you that in the movie, and that's the whole gist of it. You have to have an open mind. And just learn how to accept things for what they are.
That's that pettiness coming into effect all over again.
Yeah, and it's people being offended by things they shouldn't be offended by, like a slim woman get offended by, or somebody saying a fat, man, you seen Big Boy over there, and she'll get offended to, why you call him Big Boy? Look, you're not talking about her, so she getting offended for other people that's not getting offended. Like, you know, if a person you see them and you call them like you might not know the name, call them by what they look like. That's not you being offensive. That's you, and it ain't like you. Or you might make a joke. I mean, a person should be offended if you're joke on everything but a certain topic. because you don't want to offend them. You should be offended more about you being offended for somebody being offended. If that make any sense.
No, I know what you're saying. Plus, Triple Cup, you gotta understand too. It's not like we're saying on this podcast right here. It's not like we're saying that we don't gotta care about racism because it's not affecting us because we're not Japanese. No, that's not what we're saying. What we're saying is that you can tell the difference and differentiate as an adult when you're looking at somebody and listening to somebody in their actions and their comments when they're trying to say something derogatory or when they're just trying to goof off just to be stupid.
Yeah, they're clowning.
Right. I mean, but you got a person, if they're talking about them, they know if they joking, I'm talking about it normally be like that outside person. What I mean, like
that's what I'm saying.
Warrior, they the ones that always hop in the business. Sometimes it don't have nothing to do with them.
Yeah, they want to get offended for the person that wasn't offended.
Right, like they try to like Speedy Gonzalez. Like Speedy Gonzalez is a legend, and all people that's Mexican, they love Speedy Gonzalez, but they want to ban Speedy Gonzalez, talking about it was racially profiling. But see,
exactly, dude.
Warriors, and they don't have
my aunt,
my
aunt is married to my uncle, and she's Mexican. All right, know what I'm saying? My uncle's Puerto Rican. He married this Mexican lady, and she loved Speedy Gonzalez, bro. Right, you know what I'm saying? I used to see her cracking the fuck up with the cartoons when I was little, yo.
Right.
And she would tell me all this bugged out stuff about Speedy Gonzalez. Yeah. But yet these SJWs, they want to get offended for her. Guess what? Well, she wasn't offended.
Right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could say something, but you could tell when it's done in a derogatory manner or in a manner just to goof off. And that's where the being too sensitive aspect comes of this conversation. Because we've been console warring since the 70s when Atari and Odyssey and Pong was the first inception of gaming, right?
Yeah. I remember dudes was like, Atari's better. Nah, in television, bro. In television, the graphics is better.
Exactly. But it was done for fun. We did it for fun. We did it, and we called each other names. Oh, you big head!
Yeah, we was just teasing each other, with the Nintendo Sega battles in the schoolyard. Nah, Nintendo's better. Nah, Sega's better, man. They got blast processing.
Yeah. Oh, look, they got blood in the Street Fighter, in the Mortal Kombat, but yours doesn't. Like, that's just corny.
Yeah, like, they got gravy seeping out of them in fucking Nintendo.
Yeah, we'd be like, oh, only little girls want to play the version with no blood. We would say stupid things like that. But it was to joke around. We didn't hate those people. We weren't racist to those people.
Yeah, they were our friends.
Right, exactly. That's the whole point. Now, it's like everything is, oh my God, why you looked at me like that? Arrest him, please. He's trying to kill me. You see what I'm trying to say?
Rick is eyeballing.
Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
I know. He looked at me like he wanted to rape me.
Dude, like, it's just and it's happening a lot with the younger community. And then you hear people, but then they'll say things like, "Oh, just screenshot shit, so that way." But screenshot, what the fuck? Social media ain't the police department. You ain't going to jail because you put something on social media and say something for anything you do on social media. You're not going to jail for that.
I remember they one time wrote "spick" and spray paint in front of my house. A big letter, 4 big letters, SPIC, spick. And then I put next to each one of the letters, Spanish people in control.
That's right.
Dudes was mad the next day. It's like, oh, what the fuck, man? I was like, dude, man, those is words, man. Sticks and stones. Right. That's the way we was brought up. Sticks and stones will break my bones. But guess what? Words ain't gonna do shit, bro. But nowadays, everybody seems like they made out of paper, bro. Paper.
Right. And I mean, again, like I said, we can have the respect for people as long as they ask you nicely and cordially, and be like, please don't use it. I don't really like it. That's fine. I'll respect you to the day we die. But for you to make an accusation just because I'm trying to be funny, I'm trying to be stupid, just for the sake of being retarded, like 100 likes to goof off all the time, and be like, oh, you're racist, and you don't even know me when half of my family's, let's say, it's black or Japanese, or maybe because. Or maybe I'm married to a Japanese woman. You don't know that. Like, what the fuck? Like, get out of here with that bull crap. You don't know me like that. Like, don't be saying shit like that. But it is an issue. I don't think it's going to get any better or alleviate because the younger audience nowadays is just too sensitive. They're too sensitive. They make an issue out of anything. and that's why even with their parents, they can't really do anything with them because they got to be afraid that DIFUS gets involved or that they're going to go to jail because they're correcting their kids. That's why kids are the way they are. They have no control, no respect. Because
but a lot of these kids that be going to YouTube though are really petty about everything, bro.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I mean, they be going as far as to like talk about people's families, start doing video about people and all this stuff.
That's
like,
worse.
Dude, really?
That's worse. That's worse.
Yeah, that's how small these people is inside, man. That's how inferior they feel about themselves. That they don't even love themselves and shit. You know what I'm saying? That they get offended over some stupid shit, some petty shit.
I'm a victim of that shit. I'm not gonna mention where and why because I don't give nobody fame, okay, at all. But those who know me close know what I'm talking about. I'm a victim of that. In my opinion, is a lot worse. You making fun of somebody's family, right? Than it is you saying Jap crap. Okay? Period. A family is something that you and then you're putting their pictures and putting memes with, let's say, something derogatory in front of it. That shit is wrong. Because you're being disrespectful at another level that you know very well. If you weren't in your safe space, which is called social media, and you were in real life, you get killed for that shit in some places in the world. You see what I'm saying? So that for me is worse. And then you say, oh no, it's just to be funny, getting trolled, you can't take it too bad. No, fuck you. That's not funny. Shit is not funny. You know what I mean? But Jap crap, because you're talking about games that are Japanese people make, are not as appealing to you as maybe, let's say.
And there's a certain set of games, dude. Because let's say, like, for example, Jap crap. When people say that term and whatnot, right? The first thing I'm thinking is the turn-based JRPGs. Know what I'm saying? The niche titles. That's what I'm thinking. Know what I'm saying? I don't think of games like Tekken. I don't think of Devil May Cry in that category. Bayonetta. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Japanese Final Fantasy. Those don't fall into that category. You know what I'm saying? And these people know exactly what type of games you're talking about. You're talking about the niche titles, the shovelware Japanese games. Like that game with the Japanese girls with water guns. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, that falls into that category beautifully. Like that.
Right.
Oni Chambara. Know what I'm saying? Dude, that shit has graphics from the PS2 era. Know what I'm saying?
PS1.
That's the type of stuff we talk about, people.
Yeah. Like
Jap crap. The games that's crap that's made by Japanese people.
Yes.
Exactly, bro.
Saying that.
Right. Exactly. There is nothing wrong, but yet some of these people want to make an issue of it.
It was garbage. You call it
bullshit. If you remember when G4 TV, like a minute, they had that Cinematech Nocturnal, where they basically showed some of these Japanese games that came from Japan. Believe me, some of them games that they showed was pretty much garbage. You dig?
Yeah, no, I can imagine, dude. They did show a lot of Japanese games that I thought were just horrible. Right. All right. And then when I see some of the games that came out on PS4 that these these PlayStation dudes was putting on their list, and I would look at these games, I was like, damn, I never even heard of this game. Let me look this up. And I would see a game that looked like PS2 quality. I'm like, dude, really?
Yeah.
This is the crap you're showing me?
It'd be $60 and the game looked like an indie game from like the PS1 era with HD graphics.
Dude, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, for sure. And the funny thing is that they try to use that as saying that we don't like Japanese games at all or anime, and we don't appreciate none of the things that they do.
Which is far from the truth.
Exactly,
dude. So a lot of us here have seen most of the mainstream Japanese anime. You know what I'm saying? And even some of the old school shit, especially some of us older heads here at the party. You know what I'm saying? I know Kano, I know he's a big DBZ fan. You know what I'm saying? Just like J Long and all that. Me, I like the original Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was cute. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. There was something about it that used to make me laugh. Now, DBZ, dude, it's just the battles took too long, man. But that's my opinion, though. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean it's accurate. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal preference, just like a console. You know what I'm saying? Is that you could like a PlayStation 4. Ain't no problem with that. Just like you could like an Xbox or even a Switch. That doesn't mean any of the other consoles are inferior. It just depends on what you actually like.
Yeah.
You want to play a single player based game? All right, you think Sony is the one that has those single player games that you like? Well, to go with that though. But the Xbox also has single player based games. Though.
Well,
you can't tell me Alan Wake ain't the shit. You can't tell me Quantum Break ain't the shit. You can't tell me fucking. I mean, just different numbers of titles and shit, man. It's just like the Nintendo. You got fucking Zelda. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people went out and bought Nintendo and whatnot when they announced the Switch. You know what I'm saying? You had people in Microsoft going out and buying Nintendos and actually tweeting about, oh, I'm gonna give me the Switch. You know what I'm saying? Because I can take that with me while I'm working. You know what I'm saying? I could take it with me. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, nobody in the Sony that works for Sony actually said that they went out and bought a Switch. I'm sure a lot of them did, but they're not going to put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because that's how they feel about themselves. They figure if they put that out there, the fan base is going to think less of them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, these Microsoft executives, they don't care. They're like, oh, yeah, I bought me a Switch. You know what I'm saying? And Phil Spencer, when they announced the Switch, he's like, yo, man, I wish we would have thought of that. That's ingenious. You know what I'm saying? They actually give props to where props is due. You know what I'm saying? That's how good about themselves and the content that they have, they feel about themselves, that they don't worry about what somebody else is going to think. You know what I'm saying? And as gamers, that's the way we should be. If you like something in particular, yo, stand by what you like. Not because the next man over next to you, oh, I hate that shit. You're going to start hating on it too, even though you deep down inside, you love that shit.
Right. Or you don't even give it a fair shot. At least us, we play them. Like Kano, take it forever. I mean, Triple Cup in 100, and even yourself, either we own the PS4 or we have access to it in some way, shape, or form that we could try it and play it. And we'll give it a try, and we'll see it, and we'll see.
Yo, I'm almost done with the Order 1886. I like the game a lot. I really do. I think they had a couple of missteps with the pacing. All right, because the pacing, there was quite a few scenes where you was just walking from place to place, walking simulators, and the pacing was off. Because I remember, like in one stage, I killed 2 dudes, and it was like another 5 minutes of walking, and then later on, some shit popped off later on down the line. I was like, wow. I was like, all it has is pacing issues. And the price tag that they attached to it. You know what I'm saying? My biggest issue if it would have had multiplayer, people wouldn't have complained as much.
Right.
But since it didn't have the multiplayer, that's why it got so much flack.
My other biggest issue is there was a lot more CG and like walking than you actually got to play.
Well, it wasn't really CG. It's in-game graphics, bro.
In-game graphics, right, like that. But with the story, given a pivotal important part of the story, or when they introduce like the Lycan aspects that are almost like Underworld, and they never really touched, like with the vampires. When you go to get to the coffin and you gotta burn the coffins, and that's it. They never mentioned it again. That was my problem.
Dude, and I never noticed the black bars, bro.
Oh, because
you know what I'm saying? I was playing it the other day, and dude, it was just like I was playing a normal game on a full wide screen, and then I thought about the comments about people talking about like the black bars back on the top and the bottom. And then I decided to look at it because I remembered that. And I was like, wow. And I looked at my cousin and I was like, dude, I had totally forgotten about the black bars, bro. I was just immersed. I love the music. The music, it feels like a movie, man. It gets me inside the game that I never even noticed the black bars. And how many movies do we watch nowadays that are widescreen that have the black bars on the top and the bottom? You don't really notice them because you're engrossed in the movie you're watching.
Right.
Moves the name.
Right. No, like I said, the game had a lot of potential, but
hell yeah, man.
It definitely did. That's why I said I appreciated it. But for the price of 60, probably not, maybe 40. But it still has It still had potential,
Yeah, definitely.
It's not like they went out and bought it anyway. So I own it, and I'm a fake fanboy, that only likes Xbox. So I still own it. So.
Well, anyway, let's go with everybody's final thoughts. You know what I'm saying, as far as everything concerned with gaming and whatnot, and then give you shout outs. Let's start with you, Hebot. Say your final thoughts on anything you want to talk about, and give your shout outs to where people could actually reach you at. Oh, Hebot went on. Okay. Hello.
You went on hiatus.
All right, then let's go with you, Sega Father.
What happened? What were you saying?
Actually, I had said, let's hear your final thoughts, though, on anything related to gaming, and let people know where they can reach you at.
Oh no, well, hopefully, my thoughts basically is that hopefully everything will work out in the favor of gaming in general with this Game Pass stuff. I think Phil was serious and Microsoft was serious because all the investments they did with the console, announcing that they gave a new position, hiring this new guy, the Booty character from Midway, and also, well, gentlemen, I don't mean to sound so insensitive. The gentleman, Booty, Mr. Booty, and and the fact that they said they're investing on brand new intellectual IPs and putting money on even buying time exclusivity to hold off until they get the new ones out. So it's a good time. I mean, is this is like anything else. That Game Pass is a risk that they're taking, a move maybe to eliminate the Play Anywhere altogether because it really didn't meet the numbers apples to apples. They just, even Shannon Loftus said it, they didn't match up. So maybe with this, they're trying to try something else that will work, and even PC heads will come in and participate because they're going to buy it for $10. They can play all the games. They're not going to give two flying fucks, and they won't, and especially they don't have to mess around with the Windows Store because it's not really as good as Steam or whatever. So this works in their favor, or even if they put Game Pass on Steam, I think it's going to be a interesting, very interesting scenario going forward. But I think it's going to work in favor of not just Microsoft and Xbox gamers, but in gaming as a whole. I think it's going to definitely bring in more of more the casuals. Yeah, especially those haters like don't like Xbox or that claim that they're PlayStation only or Nintendo only. I think those guys are going to be think about it twice. Like, well, you know what? Maybe I should get an Xbox. You'll play these other exclusives for $10 a month. And that's what it matters. Like, at the end of the day, if they do that transition, then Microsoft's job was accomplished. They got what they wanted to bring people over that didn't do it before or that wouldn't take the chance otherwise to come in and be part of the Microsoft ecosystem and obviously the experience that Microsoft offers. That's my final thought on that. And, you guys can find me at YouTube at Hebot. On Xbox Live is Hebot8. Same thing with Twitter, Most Powerful Gamer or Powerful Gamer. At intromediagaming.com with Mr. 100 and the rest of the family and gang. Obviously here with the DirectX, my family in the podcast. The first ones to extend their hands to me to make me feel part of the family in a podcast. The first, even though many others had the chance and didn't. Same thing like the Micropod of X podcast with the boys over there at the UK, Micropod of Box of X, the boy, Andy McKee and
Welsh Gamer.
And the Welsh Gamer, yeah, with those gentlemen over there.
Drew 1111.
And then last but certainly not least, with my boy Dorian Ruck at the World of Xbox, which we name now the Infinite Rooms of the DX Mansion, which is a great gaming site that everybody should be part of. You could be an Xbox fan and not have to worry about getting negative reactions from trolls because we don't like the trolling. We don't let it happen. The trolling basically.
And shout outs to Erock X as well.
And Erock X, absolutely.
And the Ghost Rider 730.
Right. And J Law, they didn't make it here today. They're the only 3 members of the that were able to make it. And I think Tuckmaster wanted to be out here with us too, but I don't know if he ever got in touch with Mr. 100. So shout outs to Tuckmaster as well. Thanks for joining, guys. Until next week, hopefully we'll be more consistent because I know it's going to get better and better. E3 is going to come as soon as we think we blink an eye. It's here.
All right, well, good shit, man. Now let's just call it a day and shit because Hebot didn't set it all. Know what I'm saying? Nobody else needs to say shit. Nah, it's all good though, man. Yo, say goodbye, man. Let's hear your final thoughts on anything related to gaming as well as where people can reach you at.
Yeah, man, Sega Forever here. My YouTube channel is Xbox All In if you guys want to check it out. Finally posted some videos, man. I've just been kind of crazy busy. Good to be back on the podcast, man. Hope all's going well with you, bro. I know things have been rough over in Puerto Rico, man. So good to have you back. Good.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I really do. All right. Now let's go with the real young Kano. Know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's been a whole fucking year since your ass been on this motherfucker. But
know,
yeah,
man.
let's hear your overall thoughts on everything related to gaming, and then where people can reach you at.
All right. First off, I'm glad to be back on here because it's been a minute since I've been on here. You heard me? Dealing with some stuff I had to deal with, but I'm back full effect, 100%. You heard me? Yeah, man, this year is going to be a great year as far as new up and coming games. Like we got Far Cry, Biomutant, Darksiders 3, Kingdom Hearts 3, just to name a few. And I'm definitely excited about some of these games that's coming out. E3 going to be I think this year's E3 is going to be phenomenal because it's not about the consoles this time. It's about the games that's come with these consoles because exclusives help sell consoles. That's the truth. You did.
True that.
So, that's just my 2 cents. You did on that, but. I'm doing a giveaway for Dishonored Definitive Edition. I'm giving away a code for the Xbox One. And basically the rules is you have to follow me on Twitter at Real Young Kano and subscribe to my channel. And on my latest video, what you want to do a video on it and make sure this is going to be the latest video on the Dishonored giveaway and explain to me what is it about this game that you love so much. And whoever gives me the best answer will get the copy of the game. And the deadline ends on Valentine's Day. You did? So definitely stay tuned for that. But like I said, follow me on Twitter at Real Young Kano. Subscribe to my channel, Kano's Gaming Section. And shout out to everybody that's been subbed. I'm over 400 subs now. And, like, share, comment, subscribe, man. Check me out, intermediategaming.com.
Yeah, and check out the Gaming Section podcast on Mondays.
Yeah, Gaming Section podcast on Mondays, too, man.
Word up, man. Awesome show, people. Awesome show. Y'all need to tune in if y'all haven't checked it out. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's go with the Triple Cup Chuck himself. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Triple Cup, let's hear your overall thoughts on anything related to gaming as well as where people can reach you at.
All right, what I was thinking about, just one last thing about it on one of the topics we was talking about with this social justice warriors and people getting out panicky about stuff. I mean, just people need to just be cool, you know what I'm saying? Loosen up, let your hair down, You ain't got to criticize and go extreme by everything. Everybody say every little minor thing. I mean, it's not that critical, you know what I'm saying? Life way more important than what somebody say, you know what I'm saying? With the game and stuff, it's going to be a good year, you know what I'm saying? Another good year for fighters. We got a lot. To me, what's making this year so good is the world of unknown. The stuff that we don't know that's gonna be coming out, like you got your like your E3, like if you notice, like all of the Xbox games they be talking about, they're gonna be out. Good point. You got the PlayStation games, they supposed to be out, and even if they don't be out, they can't sit there and talk about those same 3 games again at this E3. They gotta bring something different. So I'm highly anticipating that just because I don't know, and that's what make it exciting. They're like a good horror movie. You don't know what's gonna happen. But anyway, though,
suspense.
Yeah, and Sea of Thieves, I've been hearing a lot of people talking about they be getting nauseated from playing Sea of Thieves, or they wanted people about getting nauseated and stuff like that. See, I'm a person, I get nauseated too, so I'm gonna go on there and I'm gonna do a test, and if I don't get nauseated, some of the people that's trolling, or they might be trolling saying they get nauseated, I'm gonna expose them, because if I don't, they lying. And I'm gonna put up a video. I'll probably do it Tuesday, because on Monday we're gonna be on the Gamer Section podcast, and Wednesday we're gonna have a Vibration podcast, and I'll be on GRG with K Mega on Friday, and we're gonna do it up. We're gonna do it big. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in this Gaming Nation. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stand up. We're gonna nerd out together. It's your boy Triple Cup Chuck. Find me at that.
Yeah.
Word up, man. Hell yeah, man. And yeah, the Heroic Vibrations podcast, and once again the Gaming Section podcast. Dope ass podcast show. If y'all haven't tuned in, y'all need to check them shows out. I ain't bullshitting, man. Them shits is dope. And I'm actually one of the regular members on the Vibrations podcast. You want to geek out on geek culture, comic books, and everything? That's the place to be. And the Real Young Kano is also on that motherfucker. I don't know where he was last week, but still.
I'm back.
Nah, it's all good, yo. It's all good. I'm just clouded. Now, we got Mr. Intro Media himself, all right? Mr. 100. You know what I'm saying? Now, give us your overall impressions on anything related to gaming that you want to actually say, and then let people know where they can reach you
Hey
at.
man, I just want y'all to, quit playing these numbers and play these motherfucking games. We've been on this, but we back on the attack. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can get it. If you want to get it, you can get it. You know what I'm saying? This is a podcast. It's different from anybody else. You know what I'm saying? We're passionate gamers. We play these games. We play old games, new games. Shit, if we could jump in the future, we'll play some future games. That's why we get into the betas and everything. But you know what I'm saying? Check us out. DirectX. We're gonna try to make it permanent. We just got different schedules. It's kind of hard for us sometimes. Shout out to my man Jay Long. Shout out to my man Ghost Rider, E-Rock X. You know what I'm saying? They around. We talk. But you know what I'm saying? This is the year of us destroying. We taking over. We just taking over. You know what I'm saying? But we like a virus. And you know what I'm saying? And people come in.
Yeah, dude. No
we
doubt.
don't play. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hear us. We break down games. Like I break down ladies, I break down games. We play them. We're passionate. Subscribe to everybody. Everybody's in the description below. Hit that dislike button also.
Yo, if you dislike the video or you like the video, yo, we did something right.
We did something. But shout out to everybody that rocked up. I think we had almost 30 people watching us at one time. We're gonna have more. You know what I'm saying? You'll catch us tomorrow. I'm gonna have an epic video coming tomorrow for this dude. We call that man Raghead. I think y'all call him One Stop Ponies. I call him, I don't too much.
Yeah, I call him One Stop Ponies, yo, man.
I'm gonna have an epic video for his ass. It's already made.
If you dislike our video, that means you're racist, by the way.
Yeah, we ain't. We love all the colors of the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? We love all of the colors of the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? We love our Dominican, Puerto Ricans, you know what I'm saying? Hispanics, black, white skin, whites, you know what I'm saying? Dark skin, Polynesians. We love them all. Asians, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, I was tripping on my last girlfriend, yo. She was Dominican. And I was like, wow, but you white. How you Dominican, yo? And she's like, no, I'm from the city. I was like, okay, what? Is they different in the city than they did in the fucking boondocks?
Yeah, that's it is. They different. My old lady, you thinking, man, she darker than me, which, man, you think she might be white because she talk more proper than me. I talk different.
Well, yo, just like that Arab dude, though, man. Know what I'm saying? That we thought he was Caucasian as a motherfucker, man. He's like, I'm Arab. I was like, what?
My man, we thought my man Nethers was whiter than the whitest white man. He was just cool. But, hey, and he was Arab, and I was like, well, I said what I said. But you know what? He took no offense of it. So that's how you know he ain't racist. He still comes around. He supports us. He supports DirectX. Shout out to the Smash podcast. They didn't do it today.
Oh yeah, Bloody Knuckles, yo. Shout out to Bloody Knuckles, yo. We had him on the Heroic Vibrations.
So they didn't do it. So you know what I'm saying? We got a cross transfer. You can catch two podcasts. You can catch Vibrations. Vibrations will actually get put on Intermediate as his own podcast, where y'all can catch every episode of that when you get put on. I didn't tell my man yet. I was gonna surprise him with it, but I'm gonna tell him now. And then also on Saturdays, you can catch the Smash on Intermediate. You know what I'm saying? I just been busy. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, my old lady came over here Thursday and I got wore out. You know what I'm saying? I got wore out.
Listen, we didn't talk about the God of War downgrade, because then that makes us racist too.
You know what? I don't give two fucks about that game. That game is gonna make me go buy that shit on PS4. My name ain't Next Gen 720. You know what I'm saying? He loves that shit. I don't love that shit.
But if it would have been on Game Pass though, I would have paid for Game Pass for that month to check it out.
Sony don't have Game Pass. They got PlayStation now. Yeah, I got to go.
Oh, then yo, they shit out of luck then, man. They fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? God of War, it might be a good game, but 100 ain't getting into day one. You know, it is what it is, but man, we did it big. That's why we came back with a bang. Everybody came back. You know what I'm saying?
Now instead of him looking gray, he looks pale white. We're racist.
Well, he always been pale. Yeah, but they said it was a shade in the lightness. We're gonna get into that next week. That's another story.
Yeah.
But
don't forget, we're talking about that next week.
Next Saturday,
hey, we back.
Yo, let him finish, bro.
Right.
Send me that article.
We'll be back next. Yeah, we're gonna be back next week, bigger and better, larger than ever. I'm freezing in my damn office. It's cold in here, and this vodka ain't doing too much, and I ain't going to sleep on the cam tonight. So,
hey, real quick, man, can I tell y'all something real fast? I forgot to say it.
Of course, man. I still haven't given my shout out yet.
Yeah, just real quick, man, before I forget. Just to let you guys know, man, if you guys get Game Pass, the way I got it is I connected my Bing account to my Microsoft account, my Xbox account. So if you use Bing, man, you can collect these points. So you got to do searches, and they got quizzes and crap. You add up. Then they have this rewards page, man. If you go to the rewards page, one of the things you can get is an Xbox Game Pass. You can take those points that you earn just by searching, man. It doesn't cost you anything. You just do searching using Bing, and you take it in, and you can redeem reward for Xbox Game Pass. So last year, I got an entire year of Game Pass just from doing those points. Might be worth
wow. I'm dang near about to
just by using Bing to search stuff. Wow.
Yeah, and they also got Xbox Live too. They got Skype stuff. They got all kind of rewards on there. So go check that out, man. If you guys are, if you guys don't want to pay for the year, that's the kind of stuff Microsoft does. So
you are savage, taking forever.
Yeah, dude,
that's some cool stuff, yo.
It's worth checking out, dude. It's worth checking out. Trust me.
Now, my overall thoughts on everything involved with gaming. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually bring up Zaire, Next Gen 720. I remember a while back, everybody was in the room playing Dead or Alive 5. You know what I'm saying? I was smashing everybody. Maybe because Game Mega wasn't there. Who knows? But fucking, I was smashing everybody in the game. And fucking, we decided to have a discussion about Ninja Gaiden and how hardcore it was. He was like, oh, that's just a hack and slasher. We was like, what? What's better than Ninja Gaiden? He's like, God of War. I was like, God of War? What is you insane? I was like, wait a minute. I was like, story-wise, yeah, it feels like a movie and everything. I can't front with that. But gameplay mechanics-wise, dude, I fucking beat God of War 1 and 2 just by mashing on the buttons, not knowing what the fuck I was doing. I was like, you can't do that in Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden, you mash on the buttons, your ass ain't making it past the first stage. I was like, yo, just one game is a little bit more hardcore than the other. Doesn't necessarily make them one better than the other, though. You know what I'm saying? But it's not as hardcore as, let's say, Ninja Gaiden, though. Because, I mean, Ninja Gaiden, that tests your skill. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people actually have smashed controllers over Ninja Gaiden. Now, I told Next Gen, I was like, I understand, you want games that are more simple. You know what I'm saying? I guess like walking simulators, who knows? But you want games that are more simple and whatnot. That's understandable. But you can't compare apples to oranges, because guess what? Apples are fucking sweet as hell, but so are oranges, though, man. God of War looks nice, but when you get down to the real nitty gritty as far as gameplay mechanics, dude, it's a cakewalk, bro. All right, hands down, it's a cakewalk. How many people have played God of War and finished it? Everybody. How many people have played Ninja Gaiden and finished it? That's another story entirely. Another story entirely. Either way, y'all can reach me at.
Hey, I'm like, I don't know Ninja Gaiden.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all can reach me at fucking at Kaleidoscope minus the. I'm not gonna mention the person that's minus, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying? He shall not be named, just like E-Rock X had said before. You know what I'm saying? And my regular YouTube channel, Kaleidoscope. And once again, check out the Heroic Vibrations podcast show this Wednesday. That shit is going to be lit as hell. You know what I'm saying? We have Bloody Knuckles this past week from the Smash podcast. You know what I'm saying? Got into some real fucking sweaty shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking comic books. And we even talked about Riverdale. You know what I'm saying? Which is basically Archie Comics, yo. Now, that's some shit right there in and of itself. And then once again, the Gaming Section podcast. You know what I'm saying? Kano has been fucking just basically lighting up Mondays. You know what I'm saying? So if you want something to tune into on Mondays, you ain't got nothing else to do, check that out. And of course, all this stuff is on Intro Media Gaming. All right. So y'all can check that out on the website as well. And people, dude, it's been a hell of a fucking podcast show. I can't front, man. We're going to check you out next week. And like I said, at the beginning of this year, we grabbing a bull by the horns and fucking smashing his face into the dirt. We ain't playing.
Already.
Yep.